My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down the entire UFC Vegas 117 fight card, giving you our picks, predictions, bets, and our DraftKings fantasy plays. But before we do that, let's talk about counter programming. This UFC Vegas 117 fight card is the counter programming to Netflix's first ever
Why'd you even
MMA
spend
event.
time to make this? Who gives a fuck? Is there people that are actually going to watch this?
I'm estimating at least 10 million people will watch. What's his name? Jake Paul's saying 20 million. I don't think it's going to be 20 million because his fight versus Anthony Joshua only did 33 million.
Only.
Are you not going to watch this? Well, yeah, only is a relative compared to what he did with Mike Tyson. Are you not going to watch this?
I'll be watching the UFC card.
This is after in a shocking stay up way too fucking late twist.
The UFC main event starts at 8 and it starts at 9.
MVP
Doesn't start at midnight. The
The
card will get over at like 10 or 10:30. I'd probably be able to catch the last two fights or something.
The main card starts at 9 p.m. Yeah. The main card.
So the UFC will be going on. Yeah. So I'll watch the very end if I wanted to, but I don't really.
Oh, you're saying the UFC main card starts at 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like the main event. Yeah, listen, there's a couple of fights that are interesting. And it's funny because I had this conversation with Josh. It's a freak show fight card. And you know me, I love the freak show fights. The freak show fights, I come out for them.
You're a freak. You're a sex pervert.
But they sex pest. Yeah, throw Gina Carano on the card. And they
why don't you go over because every time I give an opinion on something where I know I'm being biased about something, I always disclaim that. I have a disclaimer.
Continue.
God, Angelo.
Continue.
Oh, God. Like the video, guys. We got to give them. I thought we were past this, but I'm usually pretty open about my bias, and I think you need to be honest with the people and tell the people how often you've jerked off to what's her name? Carano over there.
Never.
Is it in the hundreds? Is it in the dozens?
Never. That's a Sean.
Oh, get the fuck! You can't even be honest with the Lord and your supporters on the channel.
Is the Lord here? Is the Lord watching? He's
you
here?
goddamn right. You damn right.
Yeah. Right, is he in the room with me? Let's check the room. Let's see if he's in the room with me. Is he in the room with me? Second camera edge.
Get up and do a little twirl for us.
I'm not doing that. Angie, two
cams.
Just
scoot it back and do a little twirl for us.
Angie, 2 cams, baby. 2 cam edge.
It's a goddamn refrigerator and a chair. Jesus Christ.
Listen, I don't know. It's a freak show fight card.
How many times did you beat your shit to her?
Never. What am I, 8.5 years old? If it's not
you liked
nudity,
her, she was popular 20 years ago. You were in your 20s. You were in your 30s 20 years ago.
Nudity existed 20 years ago.
What about
you just getting after it with the Victoria's Secret catalog? You fucking weirdo. It's the internet exists. Use the internet.
Honest with you? Yeah, it was the
JC,
Victoria's Secret
the
catalog.
section of the JC.
It was like
catalog,
I would destroy my mother's Victoria's Secret catalogs because you got to put them back. They can't just go missing, so you just use it for an afternoon. And then you put it back. That and it was a great segue here. I wanted to bring it up anyway.
Oh, great. Yeah, let's hear
How about Hillary Duff? Huh? Let's talk about Hillary
when
Duff
the
for
rain falls down, she's still hot as hell. She is 45
She's in Sports Illustrated, which was everyone in high school really wanted a subscription to Sports Illustrated just for the fucking swimsuit edition.
Yeah.
But she's in the swimsuit edition, and I just want to say, Hillary, I've always been a big fan of you, your work. I grew up watching you and stuff like that. And just the way that you've kind of just became this powerful woman, beautiful. I can tell inside and out, and definitely on the outside. I mean, the way that you're kind of silhouetted in the sunset.
She's getting better looking with age.
I'm pouring my fucking heart out here. And your horny ass couldn't wait to jump in. Because you knew that she was going to see this eventually. And you're like, ooh, what about me?
Yeah, let me get mine in for sure.
Wow.
That's me for sure.
No,
you're right. That's me.
Jacob needs a rebound from being catfished on Saturday stream. There was real women.
You got catfished?
That were throwing. No, there was real women that were throwing themselves at me. We don't blame them. Everybody in the chat, they're supposed to be my boys. They were getting all jealous. Me like, that's a man. It's like, no, I don't. Just let me dream. Let a dreamer dream.
Oh, that stinks. Speaking of you getting catfished,
women though.
Remember that dude that sent the sex doll and a whole bunch of sex stuff to the PO box? I have it all right here, actually. And if you guys want to send stuff
told about that,
yes, you were. You were here in person. I had it blown up for you. It's in the vlog. I had it blown up for you in the media room. You just walked into the media room and it was sitting there on the couch.
I don't remember that, Angelo.
I need to remember what numbered vlog that was, but it's in the vlog. Casey was here. It was in this house. So it's only within the last 2.5, 3 years. Anyway, if you want to send something for the vlog, here's the address. I already have something in the mailbox I got to go pick up, but we just made a beautiful meatloaf, a delicious meatloaf. So if you want to send a recipe, if you want to send a letter, if you want to send anything to the vlog, here is the address. We Want Picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas, 75078. And then after
crack
that,
some cards here. Whoa, hold on.
Hey,
let me switch cameras here and just give the people a little talk. You know,
dumbass.
There's somebody, you know, in every kind of profession, in every sport, in every aspect of everything in life, there's going to be winners and there's going to be losers. There's going to be people that finish last, but just like there's got to be somebody in last place, there's got to be somebody in first place. And why I don't like to, you know, be egotistical about it and everything like that. And you guys know I'm a man of the people. I like to put the people first. I'd like to thank them for supporting me to get to this point, to get to this level in my life. But, you know, I don't know how else to say it. I'm fucking number one. I'm the number one person on YouTube in the last 50 events. This will say favorite pick predictors, and people will be like, well, it's just about the favorites. Somebody's still got to be number one, and somebody's still got to be last. And last time I checked, on every card, there's favorites. And I got to say, if you're the best favorites predictor, wouldn't that make you the best underdog predictor as well, Angelo? That's what makes sense in my mind. Your boy is number one. You want all the picks, the bets, the analysis. We did great last week. Go to WeWantPicks.com. Sign up only $10 a month. That's $10 a fucking month. Do it. How many times are you going to lose those goddamn I keep telling you about the goddamn fucking parlays you're losing. Every week at $10 on a fucking $800 miss, you got 2 out of 9 legs. Use the $10. WeWantPicks.com. I'm number one in the world, baby.
It's crazy that you went from Mr. Underdog to the best favorite picker in the world. Kind of a lame arc, honestly.
It's just what I do. You know, I conquered one aspect of MMA. Everyone knew I was the best at picking dogs. Now I just conquered the other. So, I mean, it's just, you know, somebody's got to be number one, Angelo. There's always a number one. I guess that's true.
Hey, do you have a camera or a fucking ring light or something? You're dark as hell.
We're a half beer in. We're already hitting your dark as hell.
Yeah, we can't see you.
A half beer, and we've already crossed that
line. 1.5, and I'm removing the tops for faster consumption. Oh shit! My fucking keyboard. Oh god. Shit.
Yo, you're pressing buttons, dumbass.
Oh shit.
Turn it off before you do that with your titties. Damn, man.
Oh god. There we go.
No, it's not right.
Oh, I really fucked it up. No.
Nope. There. No.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think it is too. Yeah, that's it. Hold on.
It is, Brian. I agree. It is. This is tough for all of us. Like the video, please. I would tell you to subscribe, but if you don't, I get it. And we're just going to try and make it through tonight. And like I said, just day at a time, guys. Just keep supporting them day at a time.
All right, it works. Shirt's a little wet. Guys, what was I saying? Oh, I've cut the tops off for easier consumption. So Jake is the best at picking favorites. Super lame thing to be good at. But if you do want to check out his favorite picks for these next 4 fight cards, it's only $10. 10. And we are in the window of the White House card. When that was first announced, people were a little let down because we were told it's going to be the greatest card in all time. The closer we're getting, because I'm actually going to try to break down this fight card for this coming Sunday's video. I'm going to try to do the White House card. The closer we're getting to it, I'm very excited. That card's fucking spectacular. I'm very excited for that card.
I'm very excited for hopefully you getting the help you need one day.
Yeah, no, I'm good. We have this fight card this weekend. The Arnold Allen, Mel Costa fight card. Then we head over to China for Song Yadong and Davis and Figueiredo. We go back to the Apex.
A half a beer, and we've got your
It's
dark as hell
1.5 beers.
and China.
1.5 beers. Then we got Bilal Muhammad taking on Gabriel Bonfim. And then we have what could be one of the biggest fight cards of all time. Maybe not the best, but one of the biggest fight cards of all time. Sunday afternoon, I guess we'll find out if I love it or hate it. I probably have to skip softball that day to watch those fights. But if you want every pick, every bet, every tool, it's $10 to unlock all of it. And we have the greatest favorite picker of all time. You also have the longest active win streak in the space, too. It was Artem last week at 5, and I guess he must have lost because now the longest active win streak is 4, and it's you. You're tied with a few people, but in all the space. Bunch of super chatterinos.
I try to tell the people.
Big Maple Bets, $2.79 Canadian. You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel. I don't get it. Is this a sexy joke because we were talking about Gina Carano? What are you laughing at? What am I not? What's the problem? Is this from something? What are we laughing at? I like inside jokes. I'd love to be a part of one. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for what you did last week. Gucci Gill, $4.99 American dollars. Angelo, just want you to know we aren't mad. We're on your side, and when you eventually hit rock bottom, we'll all be here to help you get back up. God bless. Listen, a couple of beers during a stream, I'm good. Okay? I'm good. Big Ange is good to go. Nobody works harder. You think I could have a drinking problem and do what I do? A video every Sunday?
There's functional alcoholics. I think 85% of adults are functioning alcoholics.
I don't agree.
New camera, Angelo? You're looking sharp.
Thank you so much. It is a new camera. John Nee
See those fucking deep ass pores. My God.
Is it bad? John Nee P, can we send stuff from the UK, big boy? He's talking about the vlog. Of course you can. Now, I don't know if it's worth it with whatever that shipping will cost, but yes, of course, from everywhere. $2 super chat from Rodriguez. Jacob cashed me on Kalshi, King Green by sub.
Yeah,
you were getting shit for that. Yeah.
What a fucking fun story that was, because that was my read of the fucking week. First of all, I loved my Joshua Van read because that was played out exactly how I thought it was going to. But I said all week, and I even tweeted about it, and thank God I tweeted about it, was King Green by sub. I'm like, he's been wrestling more. Jeremy Stevens just got fucking mauled in his last fight, like against fucking Mason Jones or whatever. But King Green knows how to fucking wrestle, and he's a tough dude. I figured that, he would fucking eventually, it's like, I can't knock this guy out. Let me just submit him. So I told the stream to play it. I told Twitter to play it. I told everybody to fucking play it. We are on the stream. We're watching it. It happens. It hits. Everyone's celebrating. And then I realized I got a little too greedy. I only played second round and third round submission. So I'm sitting there being like, holy fuck, Jeremy. You better fucking survive, buddy. Did not. So I didn't make any fucking money, but a lot of people made a lot of money. So. And
he showed up overweight. So that dude really didn't give a fuck.
They scrub the bull so you don't have to.
$4.99 super chat from you know who. Hey, Ange, chill out on the IPAs. I can't drink IPAs. I will shit my pants live on stream. We just started. My Lord. 2 cams. Get up and spread them. Jesus, Mary. No. Not for $4.99. Thank you for the super chat. Parker Daly said, Angelo's safety part last week was such a lock. The odds on the safety part last week were plus 147. All-time odds. That might have been the best odds I've had on a safety parlay. So thank you for that. Rodriguez again, $5 super chat. What are your favorite fighters? I've been getting Topps Chrome UFC 2. I want to send you guys some cards. Saturday stream was hella fun. Candy Rain. My favorite.
I love
Okay.
Do you ever dream?
Right now, my favorite fighter is probably Alex Bejeda. My all-time favorite fighter, Vitor Belfort. All-time favorite
casual
fighter.
dude.
Okay, yeah, Vitor Belfort. Total.
You know what's funny is
it was Kevin Randleman, but he passed.
I
answer this. I removed this off the screen so you can answer it real quick.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to say it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I am going to crack these open. I posted about them, and then Yusef, our friend Yusef's Law, was like, let me know if you get any of my cards. I think I'm in there, whatever. And I said to Yusef, I said that would be cool if I were to draw your cards, but I'm hoping to find somebody good like a Chris Gutierrez. Because him and Chris Gutierrez are boys. Better. So I was like, yeah, Yusef, yours would be cool, but I'm looking for somebody fucking really good in Chris Gutierrez. So I obviously have my fighter friends like Yusef and Brundage this week, and it's gonna be a biased pick, guys, just so you guys know, whatever. And Yanez and stuff, a lot of people have been on the show and stuff, but obviously I got the Brazil on right now, and you can, like an angel over my shoulder, Angelo. I would say my favorite fighter is still going to be Amanda Hebos. There's no doubt about that. And I can't wait for the comeback. It's going to be even greater than the fallback. She's on her way back to the top. She's already beat the champion of the world right now. She's going to rattle off a couple wins and get that belt. I'm telling you, man.
Well, with every concussion, you are more and more becoming her type. So I'm rooting for you. Thank you for the super chat. Genuinely appreciated. We have like 11 more super chats. I'll do them after this next breakdown so we can go ahead and jump right in. We're going to open up the UFC Vegas 117 fight card with Shauna Bannon taking on Nicolle Caliari. Shauna Bannon, 7-2 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5, coming off that submission loss to Samantha Hughes, taking on Nicolle Caliari, 8-4 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5 on a 2-fight skid. Shauna Bannon, as we all know at this point, is a striker. She's got that traditional martial arts background. She's going to come forward. She does like the pressure. She doesn't really flow smoothly at all. She just relies on pressure to have some success. She is tough. She does seem to be pretty strong, but she doesn't know who the hell she is. Sometimes we get that weirdo jump in and out kicking style. Other times she wants to be a distant striker. Sometimes she thinks she's a grappler. She doesn't know who she's supposed to be. And she just got ran through by Sam Hughes to the point where Shauna Bannon's black belt was definitely called into question. She's taking on Nicolle Caliari, busy grappler. She'll take her time striking, and then she'll close the distance, working to the cage. Her takedowns are not very good, but she does have very nice clinch and body work where she's going to tie you up and launch knees up the middle. When she gets you to the ground, she's aggressive. She's got good transition, wastes no time whatsoever trying to get the sound control, mount, other dominant positions. The problem is sometimes she's literally too aggressive, falls off. She did just get smoked by Carly Crispy. I'm going to try to be as dignified as possible here. These are two people who go out there and put their brain longevity on the line for our entertainment. But like, they're not great. Shauna Bannon's not very good. The black belt definitely needs to be inspected. Like, we need to figure out who is giving out these black belts, because Sam Hughes is good.
Who gave him black belt?
It's the same. Like, who gave Molly McCann a brown belt? Like, who is handing out these belts in Europe? It's an unfortunate situation. She kind of got ran through with Sam Hughes. And Sam Hughes, if she TKO'd her, I wouldn't question it. But like, got the takedown, immediately moved the position, bang, submitted. It was kind of crazy to see it
Somebody
happen.
had Sam Hughes inside the distance on that one.
Was it you? Well, hip hop cheerio.
What?
Listen. Yeah, that's right.
That's more racially charged. She's not even British.
I know, she's Irish. That accent wasn't related to her. It was just a fun accent. Sometimes I do.
Are you from Ireland?
Oi.
Because when I see you, my penis is Dublin.
No.
No.
No. No, this isn't it either. I really fucked it up. It's this one. Perfect though. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Nicolle Caliari. I think she can manage the distance if she needs to. I think she gets the takedown.
That's good.
And we just saw how bad.
I would think from now on for this one, let's treat this like Family Feud. You sent the Family Feud clips.
Good pick.
Good answer. Good answer.
Dude, did you see what's his name from Barstool's Stu Finer's Family Feud?
No.
What's the last 20 seconds? What's that called? What do you do?
It's called climax, Angelo.
Yeah. No.
That sensation that you're feeling is called, and it's very, hey, It's very natural. Hey, it's okay, Angela. It's very natural.
What is it
It's
when
called
my
climax.
pee sneezes?
Okay, when your toes curl and you start going.
It's called
Fast money.
Yeah. Go watch the Stu Feiner Barstool Family Feud Fast Money. It was
Good
all time worst answers I've ever seen in my entire worst answers I've ever seen in my entire
Sometimes
life.
my go-to
was
when I'm bored is
absolutely
watching
insane.
Family Feud, Steve Harvey, like the worst answers and stuff. It's so funny because he's hilarious.
Oh, dude, what was the
You don't like Steve Harvey?
I do. What was it? Oh, it's
Who was your favorite king of comedy?
One of it was like, name a word that starts with pork, and that guy's like coupon.
That's an all-time. Who's your favorite kings of comedy?
Cedric the Entertainer.
So
Cedric's the man. First of all, my favorite comedian of all time is Eddie Murphy.
Rest in peace.
Bernie's phenomenal. Bernie's better in movies. Stand-up wise,
his classic stand-ups, like when they were doing like Kings of Comedy stuff, Bernie was the fucking king on that shit.
Yeah, listen, I don't hate that. Bernie's an all-timer, obviously. Who do you think wins this fight, Jacoby?
By the way, Martin Lawrence is better than Eddie Murphy. This one should be pretty cut and dry in my opinion. I think everyone should think about betting just to bet against Shauna. Obviously, if she shows up or whatever and pulls off something crazy, she's got decent kicks, and she's willing to try to do stuff on the ground, and she is tough. I mean, there's no denying her toughness. I mean, she literally just toughed out that win versus Pooja or whatever the fuck her name is. But that was also a weird situation because she threw up the armbar and stuff, but it wasn't really in. And then what's her name just went to her knees and stuck her arm even deeper into that fucking armbar, and she did almost get knocked out cold by that girl too. So showed off toughness, showed off that she does know some stuff on the ground, weird stuff like that. But you saw Sam Hughes didn't have any issues. Like, she's trying to throw her legs up and Sam Hughes just passes and stuff, and she was able to survive that first round. But you definitely saw the discrepancies of, like Angela mentioned, like, well, she really kind of doesn't know what she's doing on the ground. Nicolle is a girl that has came in, got a great win on the Contender Series, got her own armbar, and that was against a very high-level Canadian grappler, like a really high-level wrestler and grappler, and she got a takedown in that one and was able to get an armbar in that one, and then kind of ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw of, like, putting her up against the tallest people in the history of the division, and what's her name, and then the last fight versus Carly Judice and stuff. Like, she really struggled.
Crispy's good too.
Yeah, and she really struggled with that length, but you never saw her give up. Like, she's always trying to move forward, and she wants to get to the wrestling and the grappling. That's kind of where her bread and butter is and stuff like that. And against Shauna Bannon, that should be pretty easy, in my opinion. Like, she's kind of a little bit off balance, flat-footed, wants to throw a lot of kicks. Like, the takedowns are going to be there. So this should turn into just a jiu-jitsu match, and I think Nicolle is probably better, I think, pretty much everywhere in this fight. And, Angela, you're going to love this.
I'm waiting.
You know, because you talk all the time, because you hate women empowerment and stuff like that. The females that are doing the OnlyFans and stuff, you're like, you can't trust them, you can't do this and that because they have other avenues and they're only doing this and you're only doing that and stuff like that. I'm here to tell you right now, Nicolle does have an OnlyFans. But you know how dedicated she is to this game, Angelo?
How dedicated? It's just behind the scene footage and not behind footage?
Close. She took her titties out.
So what does that have to do with this?
That's how dedicated she is to fighting. She took the titties out. The titties are gone. Now she's just rocking.
Took them out. I thought you meant took them out. She removed them from the platform.
No, they're gone. She took them out.
She had them surgically removed?
Silicone. She had fake titties, and then she took the silicones out of her body.
Shauna Bannon is officially my pick. I changed my pick. It's crazy. You went against God the first time, and then you went against him again. It's crazy. What kind of glow down is that?
I think she's beautiful, man.
Was she having weight issues?
I think there's some people realize like those implants can affect your health in different ways. People's body reacts and stuff like that.
How about you uploaded that
again
picture
with no women empowerment? She's just getting her body back, feeling like whatever. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely, she's beautiful no matter how she wants to be. And you're sitting here putting her down.
I'm not putting her down. Just crazy decision. How about you posting the picture of a pregnant Shauna Bannon and people favoriting it.
You're such a pervert, dude.
Thirsty, disgusting savages.
God.
I am?
You're a pervert. Yeah.
You're posting.
Hey, post a picture of. Hey, show the picture of Shauna when she's pregnant.
I didn't say those words
right now.
Those are not the words that came out of my mouth. Jacob picked Nicolle Caliari. I picked Nicolle Caliari. What makes this even trickier is this doesn't even seem like a fight that will do the over. I don't know what we're betting here because we have an almost 3-1 favorite.
I played an under in this one and the Viana fight.
Under on the Viana fight, I agree.
For plus 900.
You parlayed them. Fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you want to check out all the bets, including Jacob's plus 900, go to WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. It's freaking $10 for an entire month, and that month will give you full access to every pick, every bet, every tool, the artificial intelligence, and every single thing that we offer.
Jacob is a bitch, always bets opposites on the live stream.
Jacob is a bitch. A couple more Super Chatterinos. Jacob, what's it like being a chopped unk? $1.99 from Kyodes.
It's simply not true, yeah, so...
KY odds. Kyudes. A chopped unk. Chopped is bad?
Yeah.
I know unk means old. What does chopped mean? Just ugly?
Just not with it, man. Just you chopped out, man.
As he's opening cards. $2 JDM. $2 super chat.
I thought
from
that said Alan and Ginger.
$2 super chat. What does it say?
Ginter?
Is that not JDM?
Huh?
I thought that was JDM. Who the fuck's Alan Ginter? It is JDM.
What
the fuck does that say?
Jesus.
Why does it say Alan Ginter?
What the fuck? Yeah, that's Alan Ginter. You never seen that middleweight Alan, the fucking welterweight called Alan Ginter?
Okay. GS up a star.
Oh
Long-time listener, first time. Hey, welcome. It's going to be chaos. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the super chat. This is going to be a chaos stream. Not the best fight card in the world, so just enjoy.
Oh, there's your boy.
Umar Sai, bum. GSU Pastar, again, $2 super chat. Angelo is a drunk, but it's okay. I'm not a drunk. Not a drunk. I'm not a drunk. Jacob's never seen me drunk. My kids have never seen me drunk. I'm not a drunk. I'll have a few. I'll enjoy myself. Nobody's ever seen me drunk or out of control. Never happened. Never will happen.
That's always funny when you say that.
DeBoss, do you have a time? Because if it happened, you would have filmed it. DeBoss 773, $2 super chat. As a fellow alcoholic, thanks for normalizing it. I'll do what I can for the people. Thank you for being here. We got a couple more super chats. We'll get to those after this next breakdown. Next up at UFC Vegas 117, we have Daniel Barez taking on Luis Gurule. Daniel Barez, 17-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off that submission loss to Andre Lima, taking on Luis Gurule, 10-3 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5, looking for his first UFC win. Daniel Barez, a bit of a fireball. This fight in general is a good fight. Two guys that love moving forward. Daniel Barez moves forward. He's a fireball. He sets a pace, bell to bell. When he needs to, he's going to go ahead and shoot a takedown. His BJJ is solid. He has no problem chasing submissions, and he will always look for a finish. He can lose positions, though, because he gets a little bit too aggressive. But almost everything he does, whether it's standing or on the ground, is trying to find a finish, and it does score pretty well with the judges. His takedown defense is not very good, but he works on bottom, and he does create openings. He's coming out of that submission loss to Andre Lima, where he was moving from side to side, but he absolutely hated that pressure and took a beating. He's taking on Luis Gurule, a forward pressure striker who's going to bounce around before leaping in and striking. He's aggressive both on the feet and on the ground. He's got decent power. He's in good enough shape to push a full pace for 15 minutes, and he never takes a step backwards. He can grapple as well. He's got good top pressure, and there's some submissions, but he's mostly looking to bully takedowns and then ground and pound. If he ends up being taken down, he's got gas tank. He'll move. He'll squirm. He'll get out of there. He's coming off that third loss in a row, this time to Alden Correa. This is a tough fight to break down because I think Luis Gurule is better than his UFC record. The guy can't find his footing in the UFC. And it is a nice reminder that regional success doesn't always translate. This guy was 10-0, undefeated before coming to the UFC, and now he's lost 3 in a row. The problem is if you look at who he's losing to, they're quality losses. And I think this fight is closer to a coin flip than the Tapology confidence. The Tapology crew is 76% confident in Daniel Barez, yet the odds slightly moved, and now Luis Gurule is the favorite. I actually prefer Luis here as well. I think styles make fights. I think Luis loves moving forward. I don't think Daniel Barez is going to like that pressure. He hated the pressure in his last fight from Andre Lima, and I don't think he's going to like the pressure in this fight. So I'm going to lean Gurule here. I think he gets in Barez's face, and I think he can finally squeak out his first ever UFC win. But I mean, this is actually going to be a fun fight because it's two guys that move in this direction. I don't think it's going to be a very high-level fight, but I'm going to give Luis Gurule the slight edge here. Surprised to see the betting odds moved in any meaningful fashion, especially when, I mean, this goes to show you that everybody voting is not betting. Because if almost 80% of you are picking Daniel Barez, but the odds full-blown moved to Luis Gurule, then, yeah, those people aren't placing bets. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I actually have this right here on my wall. It's a signed jersey from that. How much was that?
It was it $1,000?
$1,000 or
I think it was $1,000.
And this was like the best thing I got out of there. It was a signed fight.
He's talking about the UFC 300 memorabilia box.
Daniel Barez. So he's got to win, man. We got to get this guy to be a fucking champion so I get my money back on that goddamn mystery box. Come on, Daniel. Time's ticking. You're 37 years old. We need you fighting 8 times by the end of the year. Get you into a fucking title shot and get after this thing so I can unload this thing. I like Daniel in this fight. He should be. I think he's better everywhere. But I will say that people love Daniel Barez this week, and I get it. Like Luis Gurule kind of got a contract with. I mean, just because he was so defensively sound into wrestling versus what's his name, Pick a Ninny or whatever the fuck his name was. And then he's losing like a boxing match to Jesus Aguilar. We just saw Jesus in his last fight look kind of completely clueless in the striking. Obviously got styled on a little bit in his last fight, but I don't think Daniel Barez is up to the level of the kid that beat him in his last fight. But Daniel Barez should be the better fighter. Like, he is a really good boxer. He's got really good grappling. And that Rafael Filo fight, I mean, he had that guy all but out of there with a nice body shot. I mean, really tight boxing, even against the fence, worked the body, had him really hurt, got out grappled. Luis Gurule isn't Andre Lima. Like, Andre Lima is a fucking really good. Like, that dude's a tank, hits hard, good jab, just kind of smart pressure and stuff like that. Luis Gurule is a guy that can be, like, tentative at times, but something feels very weird about this fight because Daniel Barez is the better fighter. I would price him like -1 from what we've seen from Luis Gurule. I mean, getting outboxed by Jesus Aguilar, and then last fight you just kind of weren't really doing anything in that fight against somebody that had the speed, had kind of fast hands. It feels like the odds should be wider than they are, in my opinion. So something feels weird. If you look at Luis Gurule's Instagram, the guy's fucking in shape. I tell you, because I would do all the deep dive, especially this card. There's a lot of Instagram on this card, I'll tell you that.
But 4 lady fights.
But I was on his Instagram. He looks like he's in phenomenal shape. And you see the signs of brilliance. Like, you see the defensive grappling. You see him throw his hands and look really fast in the boxing and stuff like that. So I'm on Daniel Barez, but I'm not as confident as a lot of people. Luis Gurule, he's got the talent. He just hasn't put it together. And if he puts it together, he's a pretty good fighter, I think. So it's a little dangerous.
I agree with all that. We ultimately ended up on a different pick, but we had the sort of the same analysis coming in because Luis Gurule, I think he's just kind of bad draw with who they keep giving him. Alden Corey is good, and Luis had his moments, and he started to gain momentum as that fight went on.
Yeah,
honestly.
This is both a big step down from their last fights. Like, yeah. Barez is a big step down from what's his name, and then Luis is a big step down from Andre Lima too. So it works out for both of them. And I think it's a really close fight either way. Like, I think the finishing upside is going to be on Daniel. Like, he's shown like really high level finishing abilities and stuff like that. But I think it's a close fight either way. So the odds do make sense in that capacity.
I think it's a fun fight too. Listen, this card on paper, not fantastic, but there's a bunch of good matchups that could just be straight up a good time and an enjoyable afternoon. So if you do want to check out all the picks, all the bets, all the tools, we have a whole slew of bets on the board already, not just for this card, but future fights as well. Go to WeWantPicks.com. It's freaking $10. I just gave you a +147 safety parlay. Jacob is the longest active win streak picker in this space.
And I bet 2 dogs. I bet Kopylov and Joshua Van last week. So I can do it all. My biggest bet was Jose Ochoa. And he dominated. He looked like the biggest favorite. Oh, our first hit of the day. Perfect timing here, Angelo. Looks like a purple something refractor. It's out of 75. The former champion of the world. Our boy, Below Muhammad. He won me a lot. I think he's won me more money than anybody because I bet him to beat Leon, and then I bet JDM to beat him, and they were both big dogs in both those fights, and I think he's won me more money than anybody. That's our first hit.
There you go. Okay, congratulations. We have a $2.99 super chat from Harvey Claridge's The Alcoholic Ange Arc. More shotguns, please. Nah, that ain't happening. I even got the shotgun camera. We should call that the shotgun cam. Because that's what it is.
Go get one and see if it works.
I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. I already cut the top off
dude.
These.
Come on. Like, it's for the people. I mean, Jesus Christ. Have some. You could die tomorrow. You could die tonight. Then what?
This could kill me.
This never killed anybody.
Really? You telling the truth?
Nobody's ever died from shotgunning a beer. It's never happened.
Well, if that's the case, then maybe I will shotgun.
Yeah,
we'll see how the rest of the show goes.
It's never happened.
I mean, if that's true.
Yeah.
$5 super chat from GS Up a Star. Dude, you got to tell me how to pronounce this. There's no way I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hit Bobby by sub Volkov money line.
GSU Pastor.
Oh, that's not how you spell pastor. So that's not it. I hit Bobby by sub, Volkov money line, Brady money line at plus odds, Van and Strickland money line, then went to the boat. I mean, that's if you got all those, that is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, what a night you had. Congratulations. Very well done. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Then we have everybody's favorite ginger, Angelo. Thoughts on the Iceman on May 15th? Chuckled out. I'll hang up and listen. P.S. The boil on your neck exploded and is leaking. Please clean it. Is that what this was on my shirt? The Iceman on May 15th.
Yeah, any thoughts on that? Thoughts, opinions, anything you'd like to express?
The only Iceman I know is Chuck Liddell. What's he doing on May 15th?
I don't know. Maybe we should DM him. See, it's good questions. We're all wondering.
The thoughts on Iceman on May 15th. It's going to be a cold day. Well, Jacob's gone because he was fucking with his camera. Couple more quick. Big Mabel bets. Of course, Angelo picks the fattest comic to say is the GOAT. First of all, the question wasn't who's the GOAT because I said Eddie Murphy is my GOAT. The question was who's the best comic in the Kings of Comedy, which was a crew. So I picked Cedric in that crew. But all-time greatest or funniest comedian, in my opinion, Eddie Murphy. I'm surprised Ange didn't say Andrew Dice Clay was his favorite. Andrew Dice Clay is great, but he's not that funny. He just had the poems.
Just mean.
I love the poem. I mean, the poems were, Little Miss Muffet sat on the tuffet eating the bowls of hay. Along came a spider, sat down beside it and said, "Oh, what's in the bowl, bitch?" That's Eddie Murphy. I heard that shit when I was like 7.
Do the Chris Rock joke that they do in The Office.
What they're supposed to do. Blake Wharton, S3V. You guys not going to talk about the MVP card, $1.99. I tried to talk about it. Jacob said he hates it and he won't even consider watching it. So, tough.
Golly.
Ronda Rousey should win. Francis Ngannou should win. The only fight I genuinely care about and I'm genuinely looking forward to is Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. That fight should be an absolute war banger. The other two, unless there's a wardrobe malfunction, not really into it. Thank you for the super chat. We got 2 more super chats.
So horny.
We will save those for after the next one. Next up, at UFC Vegas 117, we have Alice Ardelean taking on Polyana Viana. Alice Ardelean 17-7 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5. She is on that 2-fight win streak. Taking on Polyana Viana, 13-8 in her career, 1-4 in her last 5. She is coming off 3 finished losses in a row. Alice Ardelean, busy striker. She's going to come forward. She's going to mix in a bunch of techniques. She is sloppy. but she's busy and she's a gamer, so she can have some success. She's not afraid to dog it out. She's not afraid to get into an absolute war, and she will chase finishes. She cuts almost instantly, so that's not a great look, but she's got solid takedown defense and a nice jab. She's coming off that one-sided win over Montserrat Ruiz, taking on Polyana Viana. A grappler, the hands are just okay. Decent ground game, though. She has 4 wins in the UFC, and every single one of them is by finish. She's absolutely finish or bust at this. She's not winning a decision over anybody. She's either winning early or even probably going to lose early. She does set a hard pace, but she struggles with the takedowns both offensively and defensively. She does rely on her opponents to get her to the ground. She's coming off that submission loss to Jacqueline Amorim, where she was taken down basically instantly. Polyana's fall off is tough to watch. At one point in time, like, while she was never the best fighter, but at one point in time, she was on the roster, a very dangerous person with a couple of good wins. She's dating Alex Pereira, seemingly on top of the world. And now here she is, 4 losses in her last 5 fights, filming videos with Shiwiwi. 3 finished losses in a row, doing clip farm content, trying to be Nina, but doing it with Shiwiwi. I hate that Alice cuts almost immediately. That might be a problem if this ends up on the judges' scorecards. But the reality is Alice Ardelean is more durable, has better cardio, and she's going to move forward. The skills are just fine. I think she dominates this fight. Alice Ardelean's going to be the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
The girl lost to Shauna Bannon.
She did not. That was a bad decision.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I know that Polyana's been getting wrestled by these girls that are fucking, like, actually pretty decent. Like, I know Amorim is who she is, but she knows how to wrestle. She knows how to grapple. It turned into a grappling match. It is what it is. She's getting taken down by Jillian Robinson. Jillian Robinson's like a top girl in the division. Yasmin, kind of the same thing. Like, she actually took down Yasmin in that fight. She is a rangy striker, a dangerous striker at range that knows how to grapple when you're not fucking Jillian Robinson or fucking Jacqueline Amorim, a world champion, or and stuff like that. She knows what she's doing. The girls that she's lost to have a combined 47 wins in the UFC. The girls that Alice is finally beating are combined 1-7 in the UFC. They were short, stocky. Montserrat Ruiz is like a 4'10", like should be fighting at like 95 pounds, and was still taking down Alice and kind of lighting her up at times. Alice is very, very tough. Very, very tough. And she's going to be moving forward. And if she brings the pressure and lands a shot or gets a takedowns and stuff like that, you know, that's what everyone just expects to happen in this fight. But I've seen Alice struggle with girls that know how to fight at range because her entries are just kind of like bully entries, and she does get fucking beat up. And Polyana knows how to throw punches. Like, ask Jin Frey if she knows how to throw punches. Like, she knows she's a very technical striker. Sometimes that's all it takes when somebody's moving forward. I've seen Alice lose to Shauna Bannon because of the weird range and stuff like that. This isn't like a Montserrat Ruiz, just short, stocky, in the pocket boxer. Like, Polyana's going to fight you at range. And if you start shooting sloppy, which I don't think Alice is a good grappler, but she's not on the other level, she will catch you and stuff. Like, she is active in everything that she does on the ground. So I think this is more of a 50-50 fight. I don't really rate Alice as like, yeah, I don't know, she's tougher and stuff like that, and Polyana has struggled lately, so I guess I get everything, but this feels like a 50-50, I mean, this feels like a 50-50 fight, and all the upside, it feels like it's going to be on Polyana, in my opinion, because I've seen Polyana survive previously against, like, Taylor Ricci and stuff like that. Like, she knows how to just, those other girls are very, very good. So I'm actually going Polyana Viana here. Is it a little biased? Fucking, I don't know. But, Alice Ardelean is also a girl that does, like, all the OnlyFans stuff. And it's like, she came into UFC with, like, showing off her ass. Like, she was known as, like, she got the fat ass and stuff like that. So she plays that side, too, with the social media and does skits and fucks around at the gym all the time. You can look at Instagram, too. So I don't buy into the Polyana. I'm picking Polyana.
Yeah, I just think Polyana is, like, not very good.
Against who?
I get the level. No, I get the level of competition, but the against who thing doesn't matter. That's like saying Derek Lewis isn't a quitter. Oh yeah, he quit, but he quit against Cyril Gahn. He quit against but he quit. We've seen it. He quit. I don't care who it was against. He did it, and that's the same argument here. Alice Ardelean is insanely tough. I think she just moves forward.
She got knocked out by a body shot against Melissa and lied about it.
Yeah, all right, lied about it. Fine. Was having success otherwise. I'm on the
Ooh.
Ardelean side. Jacob's on the Polyana Viana side. If you need a tiebreaker, wewantpicks.com. Click become a member at the top.
I'm in your face.
We have 5 human cappers.
Do you
We
know
have
who
an
that's from?
artificial intelligence.
Now I'm in your face.
No, what's that from?
This guy was in my face. Now I'm in your face. Doesn't Toretto say that? Oh, he says, I'm in your face on the beginning of Fast and Furious.
I only saw 2 of them, and I don't remember any of them.
What, dude? Hold on, let me get back here for a minute.
Yeah, I'm the dickhead.
You said what, bitch? You've only seen 2 Fast and Furious, and you don't remember any of them?
Correct. That's a true statement. That's correct. I watched the first one in the theaters, and then I saw the second one, and then that was kind of it for me. Dog. I didn't see the one where they're flying airplanes or shooting cars into the back of jets.
Now I'm in your face.
Didn't see that one. Went from like it turned into the like random street racing movie into like they're the elite government enforcers. Those movies took a wild arc. Here's the thing, guys. Everything you could ever want or need is freaking $10. And the White House card is on the horizon. Every pick, every bet, every tool, wewantpicks.com. Couple of super chatterinos. We have
here we go.
Big Mikey Bodetti has been a member for 3 months. Jacob, you're like the son I never had. Ange, I sent the ED meds. I'm sorry, my boy, but it runs in the family. The drinking issues don't, though. Get help, son. So this is my father sending me erectile dysfunction medicine, telling me to stop drinking.
You're like the son I never had.
Thanks, Pop.
You know what's funny is anytime I've ever been around Angelo's dad, he always kind of tells me weird stuff like that.
He doesn't do that. My dad's very quiet.
I've literally said a word to your dad.
Yeah,
just,
I've got
hey, how's
90.
it going? Like, just shook his, a little handshake, and then he just kind of sits there, hangs out.
I have all the personality in the family and extended family. Big Maple Bets Shotgun Dono. I'm out of beers. I have to go get another one. Is 14? Well, what's $14 Canadian in American money? I owe him one because he did us a big favor last week. So I'll get you. I'll get you, Jacob. When Jacob's talking in the next breakdown, I'll go get one. I'll come back. I'll do it. I got you.
These are the good boxes we're getting ready to pop open now, Bubba's.
And this dude, JS Strong, not a super chat, listed his favorite comedians. He fucking put Will Ferrell in here. Dude, Will Ferrell?
He's an actor, not a comedian.
Correct statement. Crazy pick. All right. Next up, Jacob, this is your fight. Next up, at UFC Vegas 117, we have Andre Petroski taking on Cody Brundage. Andre Petroski, 13-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 on an unfortunate 3-fight skid. Taking on Cody Brundage, 11-9 in his career, 1-3-1 in his last 5 on his own 3-fight skid. Andre Petroski, very good wrestler. Andre Petroski, good power in his hands. Andre Petroski, a little bit chinny. Andre Petroski, not very reliable. Cody Brundage, a very good wrestler. Cody Brundage, good power in his hands. Cody Brundage, not very reliable and a little chinny. These guys are the exact same person. They're the exact same person. This is the Spider-Man meme. Holy shit, did you just pull a Cody? Is that No, that's Drakkar Close.
He used to be that's Drakkar Close, he says.
Who is that? It's hard to say in this little camera.
Yeah, they all look the same, don't they?
Oh, that's Markel Medeiros.
He used to be at Factory X.
Dude, I thought you pulled Cody Brundage. I'm like, the odds of that.
You know, it's so funny.
Sign from the gods.
That's Yusef's boy, and Yusef was like, "Let me know if you pull any, if you pull any of mine." And I just pulled this boy's. That's so funny.
There you go. Hilarious stuff. Listen, these two are the exact same person. Neither one of them are reliable. Both of them are very dangerous. Both of them can be finished. It's a really tough fight to pick, to the point where I am shocked that we have a 2-1 favorite. I'm shocked 70% of the community are agreeing here. And I imagine most of that is like hate picking. Like you're just like, Cody, and you're picking the other side. But when I'm looking at this fight and I'm genuinely trying to assess their skill sets, while I do think they're very similar, I think Cody's probably the better overall fighter. I also think he puts it together less often than Andre Petroski does. But I think he's the better overall fighter. He's got power. He's got wrestling. We've seen flashes of brilliance. He just lost, but he just lost to a wild prospect And a lot of people, to Dante Johnson, a lot of people thought that he could have won that fight and he had some success. It was one of his more boring fights because he's not typically in a boring fight. But the point is, Cody Brundage is a really good fighter. He just doesn't put it together. He makes kind of crazy decisions at times. But if I'm looking at this and there's a plus 170, and I think that plus 170 is a little bit of a better, just straight up fighter. If Andre Petroski tries to just straight up wrestle here, I actually think I'll be doing Cody a favor. Because Cody's a good wrestler, and if he doesn't get engaged in a firefight, he could win a couple wrestling scrambles, sort of break Andre Petroski's just mental, like, oh shit, what am I going to do now? And then let his hands go. So I'm going to pick Cody, and you can't call me biased, Ange, because not only have I picked against him the majority of time, I've put his opponents in more than one safety parlay. So I'm not Jacob. There's no bias, Ange, here. I'm just picking who I think is the better fighter, and that's going to be Cody. Jacob, who do you think wins this fight?
Yeah, I'm going to be biased here. Cody's my boy. Big fan of Cody. I talked to Cody before fights and all this type of stuff. So I'm biased. That's my boy. I'm going to stick with my boys. You guys are going to hate it, whatever it is. I don't really give a fuck. He's good enough to win this fight. He knows he's good enough to win this fight. I'm not going to break this fight down because I know he's good enough. He knows he's good enough. The issue is always going to be the mental side of Cody Brundage. Like, he just has to figure it out. He's self-aware that he has to figure it out. What I would want for Cody is, and it's his birthday Saturday as well. If you guys want to play a little birthday, whatever, it could be Saturday. We're gonna have some money on Cody. But what I would say for Cody is he's got to find a fight that he fights for himself, because it just hasn't happened yet. He's won fights before and stuff like that, but there's never really been a performance that he's had that I don't think where he could look back on it and be like super like, that one was for me. Like, it feels like he's always fighting either for somebody else, his family and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You can motivate yourself in different ways and stuff like that. But it feels like sometimes he's fighting like just to kind of prove people wrong or to prove people right, or, respond to his coaches and stuff like that, and fights that has happened in the past, and show that he's this and fight for this and fight for his family and fight for. I want to see Cody be selfish for once. I want to see Cody fight for his fucking self in the octagon. Like, look himself in the mirror before the fight, warm it up, whatever, and just fucking like really feel it like in your chest when you're like having a real conversation with yourself. You're not doing this to prove, I can do it for coach, I can do it for my teammates, I can do it for my wife, for my daughters and stuff like that. I want Cody to go in there and like have a fucking like performance for himself. Like, be in there and have a little bit of an edge to him in this type of fight. Like, this is a very winnable fight against the guy that everyone knows he's got chin issues. He's been all this type of stuff. Cody's a capable fighter. Go in there with a little bit of an edge, being like, no, I'm doing this for me. Like, this isn't about Coach Montoya screaming at me between rounds. This isn't about people calling me this and that. I got to prove them wrong. No, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to fight my fucking fight. And when push comes to shove and those moments come up, I'm going to remember that I talked to me and I promised myself that I'm going to have the performance that I can be proud of. And I think if he finally puts that together, this is the type of fight where people are going to realize, holy shit, this guy's fucking good, man. Like, we kind of forget sometimes because you see the flashes, right? And he's won some fights and stuff, but this feels like it could be the moment where he finally just puts it together and everyone's like, oh man, this guy's actually, he's fun, he's legit. This is why the UFC kept him around, when everyone's like, why they keep him around and stuff like that. So he's a friend of mine. It's biased. He's good enough to win this fight, and we'll be rooting for him. And if he puts it together, he knows it too. Just got to put it together. And I want to be selfish for this one. Does that make sense? Like you're not trying to do it to prove people wrong. You're not trying to, like, you're just doing it for yourself, man. Like, you're just fucking.
Yeah, I listen. Here's a horrible take, and you're gonna fucking hate this. You ready? I think it's selfish to quit, and we've seen some of that. So, like, I don't think this is some sort of like, you're fighting for other people. You got to fight for yourself. I think he is insanely talented. He has competed at a high level in multiple sports, including this one. This is the highest possible level you can get, right? At least this promotion is. I just think he can be broken mentally. And I get it, right? If he's got a lot going on, he's got a wife, he's got kids, he's got a lot going on in life. And if shit gets tough, maybe, he can be broken a little bit. So I don't know if I'm buying that whole thing, but I do think he wins. I think he's the better fighter. I think
you got to have that conversation. I would stare in the fucking mirror into my own eyes until I started to feel something in my fucking chest and have that conversation with myself and be like, no, this one is for fucking me. Like, I'm not going out there and being like, this one is for fucking me. Okay? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to fight smart. But when I have my moment, guess what? It's time for me to fucking, there's no hesitation now. When that moment comes, I'm going to take that moment. And when adversity strikes, I'm going to say, fuck that. Nah, not this time, because this one's for fucking me. I'm getting up and I'm punching right back in the fucking face. Or I'm taking him down. I'm not hanging on my knees. I'm driving through the fucking takedowns. I'm advancing the positions. This isn't no safe bullshit anymore. I'm doing this one for me. I'm going to make a fucking statement. And then we're going to move on to the next one.
Listen, I've seen him. He dug deep in that Marquez fight because that looked like it was going the wrong way. And we're like, oh, shit. And he was able to find that
knocked out and stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, listen.
The fire's there.
He's only ever been in one boring fight, and that was literally his last fight. Outside of that, the dude's fun to watch. I'll be rooting for him. These guys are the exact same fighter, except I think Cody's a little more talented. Andre's a little more durable. So we'll see what the hell happens. It's a really good fight. I don't think Cody should be a plus 170 dog. I think that's absolutely insane.
I mean, that jab that he was throwing against Dante in that third round, that little step in, you guys know I love that fucking jab. But he started popping that fucking jab out in that third round. And I'm like, holy shit. Like that, obviously I'm biased. I thought he won the fight because I thought he won the third round with that jab. But he starts throwing that in the face of Andre, which is a little bit different, a little southpaw, it's split stance. This fight could be turned very boring if they both don't want to grapple and they're split stances and neither one of them is like a crazy, like super technical, like rangy striker and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but that jab and, he's a really good wrestler.
Yeah. I'm just shocked to see, like, if we take a look at Tapology, 71% of people picking Petroski, which I understand people feel very strongly about Cody Brundage. And I understand that. 70% of people picking Andre Petroski. We've seen this dude, like, he didn't even beat Gerald Mearshart. I don't care what those judges said. So it's like, this dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? And he's a 2-1 favorite. Like, that's a bit surprising.
He's such a tentative, like, even if
he knocked himself out shooting a takedown.
Yeah, and both these guys can be pretty tentative at times. Like, they both kind of, like, Cody wants to kind of counter with that right hand. Andre wants to either counter with the wrestling or with his big power shots too. So, he's kind of a hard guy to trust, even if you don't like Cody. Like you said, he knocked himself out, and sometimes he just doesn't throw punches.
Shooting a takedown. He knocked himself out shooting a takedown. Listen, I think this is actually a fun fight. The reality is this is a fight that will be exciting to watch regardless of what side you're on. It's going to be fun. They're both get after it. These are two dudes who can get after it. So I'm looking forward to this fight. I picked who I think is the overall better fighter, and we'll see what happens. And DraftKings Fantasy-wise, Cody's feast or famine for sure. This dude either wins and scores you a gazillion points, or he'll put up 10 points in what's a wild 3 minutes. So this is great matchmaking. I'll tell you that. Straight up perfect matchmaking.
That sounds like your love life, right? Just a wacky wild 3 minutes.
Prepare yourself, ladies. This could get wild. If you do want to check out,
are you married?
Yeah, but people enjoy the big man. If you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, we have 5 human cappers. We have a robot. We have multiple tools, including a fight simulator that simulates fights 100,000 times. And we have everything you could ever want or need. Straight up. Anything you could ever want or need heading into a fight week. WeWantPicks.com. It is only $10 for an entire month. We have a $2.79 Canadian super chat from Raw One. Jacob, sit still. I'm almost finished. Oh my God.
These are cool cards.
Here, finish with that. That's a card you can finish on. Wave that for him real quick. Thank you for the super chat. And no thank you for the mental visual. And not a super chat, but Resonant Melody said, unban me and I'll sub. Unban you from what? You're here. I can see your comment.
Melody.
Here we go. Let's move on. Next up, at UFC Vegas 117, we have Ketlen Vieira taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Ketlen Vieira 15-5 in her career, 2-3 in her last 5. Alternating wins and losses, taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti, 10-1 in her career, 5-0 in her last 5 on an 8-fight win streak. Ketlen Vieira, just a big old come forward, strike with you, work in a couple of takedowns. She's not fast. She's not insanely technical, but she is tough. She is durable. She's big. She's going to move forward, try to slow the pace. She's going to get in your face with some strikes, and then she's going to try to rip you to the ground. And she is fundamentally very sound. She is coming off that controversial decision loss to Norma Dumont, where the striking, she was definitely a step behind, but she had big takedowns and a good amount of control. Frankly, I had Norma in the safety parlay, and I still think Ketlen won that fight. Taking on Jacqueline Cavalcanti, a long striker. She uses footwork and feints to manage that range. She does a good job working your legs early to slow you down and then coming up top. She finds a rhythm. She works forward. She pressures. She'll even look for the occasional takedown. When she's moving forward, she can be effective, but she does not back up nearly as well. She is big for this weight class as well, and she's got good, clean 1-2. She's coming off that one-sided win over Mayra Bueno Silva, where she more than doubled her strikes. This might literally look exactly like Ketlen's last fight. This might look like the Norma Dumont fight, where she's losing the striking exchanges, closing the distance, getting big takedowns, and then losing a decision. Because Jacqueline is going to be faster.
Ooh.
So I think she's going to win those striking exchanges. Ketlen's going to look to grapple. Now, I mentioned I think she won that last fight. But Vegas, as we know, including the last fight card we just had in Jersey, these people don't give a shit about wrestling. It doesn't matter anymore. Erase it from your brain. Wrestling means nothing. So even a couple of takedowns here should not be able to save Ketlen from what effectively...
My name's Trevor Peak.
Would be... How many Trevor Peak cards are you pulling? Would effectively be a tricky decision. So I am going to pick Jacqueline here because she should win the striking exchanges, and even some takedowns won't matter. I think over 2.5, really safe here. Both of them are tough. Neither one of them are insanely dangerous. So I'm going to go with Jacqueline here. Ketlen Vieira, already you can see the stink face, looks pretty pissed about that decision. Jacob, who do you think wins this fight?
Yeah, definitely. That Joshua Van card is pretty cool. We just pulled. Yeah, definitely probably gonna be a close fight and stuff. This is gonna be one of the weirdest comparisons, maybe that I've ever made, Angelo. But stay with me on this one. I feel like Jacqueline Cavalcanti is the JDM of the females. Like, very good, rangy boxer. Doesn't have maybe the same pop in her shots, but it's more about the way that Jacqueline is the same thing every fight. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get a rangy striker. It's got good boxing from the outside. And if you just stay at range, you're probably going to get picked apart, but she doesn't have a lot of power, so it's probably going to be close, right? And if you're able to get a couple takedowns, it's going to be really close because she doesn't land like really like heavy. It's just touch. And she's going to be the more technical, rangy, probably active striker in this fight. But just like JDM, it didn't look like he was fucking like adding to his game. There's not kicks. He's not mixing wrestling and stuff like that. Eventually, you start hitting people that you can't beat with just fucking pure boxing. We saw that come in, just happened with JDM against Carlos Prates. Now, I'm not saying Ketlen Vieira is Carlos Prates, and that's what's going to happen. She's just going to get absolutely destroyed. It's a close fight. But as you move up the ranks, you kind of got to be a little bit more dynamic, have a little pop, have a little backup plan. Because Ketlen Vieira is a girl that's been there, done that, against top competition. She came in 5 rounds, beat Holly Holm, like another outside striker. She's a big girl that has missed weight before, used to fight at featherweight and stuff like that. We just saw her just kind of muscle some takedowns. She was like, okay, yeah, I'm getting boxed up by Norma Dumont. Let me just fucking... And she wrapped her arms around those fucking ham hawks and took down Norma Dumont. Like, I have to imagine, like, if she gets against the fence and is dropping levels on Jacqueline Cavalcanti, who's had good takedown offense, but really it's kind of like against who type of situation, and she's winning these fights, but again, it's like kind of like against who. I feel like this is a different level of opponent. Close fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think all the value in my pick is going to go on Ketlen Vieira because I think she can just kind of stay with that smart pressure, understand the range. She's been there, done that. Get inside, get to those body locks, and slow this fight down. And if she gets her on the ground, I mean, she almost subbed Norma Dumont. Like, she's very good on the ground. So if she gets her down, I think she's going to win the round. Just like I was at that fight. Norma probably didn't win that fight, to be honest with you.
She did not win that fight.
I'll be honest with you. I was very
and
pro
Karma
Norma.
Caught up to her in her last fight.
Yeah, I was very pro Norma in that fight because I had money on her and stuff. But Ketlen probably won that fight, and I think she can win this kind of the same way. Like, do enough in the striking, get the takedowns, do a little bit on the ground, and win. But it's a close fight. I'll take the dog.
I don't hate that pick. I almost picked Ketlen. The only reason I didn't is literally because Vegas doesn't give a shit about takedowns anymore. So it's like, they didn't give her this. They didn't give her the Norma fight, and this literally could look exactly the same. So that's my only hesitation, which is why I landed on Jacqueline. But I don't hate your side of this. If you do need a tiebreaker, since Jacob and I disagree on this fight, go to WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's only $10, 10 for an entire month's worth of access. Every pick, every bet, every tool, the artificial intelligence, literally all of it. WeWantPicks.com. Couple of super chats, and by couple I mean one. What is it?
I thought it was Chimaev at first.
Oh,
it's a nice card though. Had a 50.
RDR.
Future light heavyweight champion.
Roger Beats 6074 $1.09 super chat. Ange, do I get a card for the Reno reference? He must be talking about the vlog where I said I mix the meats. You did get that reference. Granted, I didn't. The vlog show the clip.
Woo, okay, we're heating up now, Angie.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, in your pants. I'm pretty sure we showed the clip in the vlog what that was from, but genuinely, somebody is sending us a box of cards similar to what Jacob's doing right now. So if we pull an autograph or something cool, they said, hey, I'll send you these. If you get an autograph, give it to the community. So send me an email, info@wewantpicks.com with your name, address, all this shit. Prove this is you somehow. I don't know how. Prove this is you. And if we pull an autograph in that box that's being sent to us, the next vlog will be the White House card. I'll go ahead and send you one. All right. I owe Big Maple Bets a shotgun. You ready? I'm actually not feeling this right now, but
okay. Well, time to man up.
Tell the people you're gonna do it. You just fucking do it. Here we go. New camera angle. And I'm holding in a piss. Here we go. Let me put
Hold
down
on, we'll
the
get
towel.
to these cards in a second. Hold on. Let's go. Let's switch cameras for this one.
This is my office. I'm not trying to make this room disgusting.
You put a towel down like Dexter? A little
Yeah.
plastic?
Plastic. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, fuck. All right.
$50 old, by the way.
Ah.
That's 50 years old. Shotgun and beers. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for him. I can't believe we've gotten to this point, guys.
I'm 40.
That's what we do now.
Excuse me. Sorry.
50 years old on stream, shotgun and beers.
40.
Talking about show the pregnant women pictures, and I sleep with everybody.
I never said that, and I don't sleep with anybody. I sleep with literally nobody. All right, let's move on. I owe that to Big Maple Bets. He helped out significantly, so we appreciate you. All right.
Oh, look, there's your girl. Speak of horny fucking, you were buying her what? What'd you buy of hers?
Her pickles. I bought her pickles.
Oh, is that what they call that these days?
I bought her pickles. There he is, the greatest wrestler the UFC has ever seen. There he is.
He said, what are you saying? You said what?
Mr. Takedown Defense himself, right there in the flesh. Congratulations. Bragging on Instagram. I don't even train wrestling for this fight. I don't need to train wrestling for this fight.
I tried to tell you guys, low Khabib. I tried to fucking tell you guys, like, how can you watch him against Usman and think he was, what? I mean, that was, I don't know, it was very weird that people so high on that guy. I try to tell you that he's better grappler than Usman.
How about that line movement? How about all the people?
How about that drive in?
How about all the people?
There you go. There's your girl.
All the people betting on Buckley at minus 140, being like, "Oh, this line's moving. Let me jump on this train." All right, let's go. Let's go. Next up at UFC Vegas 117, we have a brand new fight. This was added yesterday. We have Tommy Gantt taking on Artur Minev. Tommy Gantt, 11-0, undefeated in his career, and he is making his UFC debut. Taking on Artur Minev, 7-0, undefeated in his career, making his short notice UFC debut. This went from like a guaranteed Tommy Gantt spot to we don't quite know how good Artur is or is not. Tommy Gantt, this guy has not been fighting for very long. He has a very short career as far as a calendar is concerned, but he put together a lot of fights. This guy is 2 years removed from his pro debut. He already has 11 fights. He's long.
How about that feeling when you're fucking unwrapping a condom?
Okay. I had a vasectomy. I don't even know what that looks like. He's long, he's fast, he's athletic, he manages range really well, and then he commits to the wrestling. His takedowns are impressive. He's got great entries, a wide array of takedowns, incredible control. When he's on top, he makes a lot of stuff happen, and that comes from a very long career. D1 All-American, international accolades. This guy's an accomplished wrestler. He's also a finisher, and he's got solid enough cardio to fight the full 50 minutes. Taking on short notice UFC newcomer Artur Minev. Very well-rounded prospect. He's got fast, powerful hands. He's got clean wrestling, slick BJJ. He's young in his career. He is raw at times, but he has all the
Mark Johnsky.
Would you shut the fuck up? He has, what am I saying now? All the individual skills to be successful. He does a nice job transitioning from the striking to the wrestling, and then between different submissions while on the ground. He can be a bit of a headhunter, but he has enough power that when he does connect, he can one punch knock people out. He's got ground and pound as well. He is untested so far in his MMA career, but Artur Minev is a very good fighter that seemingly has all the skills, and I just wish I had more footage to work off of. Even a loss. I would love a loss on Minev, because everything I've seen so far is like, holy shit, this dude's a killer. But I don't know if that's because his opponents absolutely suck or because he is a killer. And for now, I'm going to assume it's a little A, a little B. I think it's safe to say that he is an incredibly dangerous fighter, and he does have a ton of skills. He's at a good gym with good training partners. But it's also an objective fact to say every single person he has beat so far kind of sucks. So without seeing Artur defend takedowns from a high-level wrestler, I'd only be guessing as to what his takedown defense is, and I'm going to guess that it's just not good enough. So I'm going to pick Tommy here. I think Tommy is able to close the distance, is able to get the takedowns. He's such a good wrestler. He had a full fight camp. Tommy is going to be the pick, but you can see this line basically collapsed, and it really doesn't take a lot of footage to see, damn, dude, Archer's good. So this is a surprisingly hard fight to pick. I literally wish I had a loss on the Archer side, or, a 15-minute fight with some takedowns in it, but we don't. So we're just going to trust the takedown defense is not there. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this guy, Venezi MMA, is like, yeah, great job taking this serious, Jacob. It's not like it's your job or anything. I'll tell you what, when you're number one in the world, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do, okay? Because you're going to listen to me. You're going to have to listen to me because I am number one in the world, last 50 events, okay? And I'm looking at the channel activity. Buckley going to nuke this small fraud.
Oh, that was Venezi's comment?
That's why you're here, Venezi, because you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Dude, Venez told you. So hold on, wait. This dude joined the live stream, criticized you for enjoying yourself watching cards, said
after a very successful weekend.
After a very successful weekend, said you don't take this seriously. This is your job. Then you checked his comment history, because you can just do one click and we can see every comment people have ever left. And his comment was, Joaquin Buckley's going to smoke this fraud, but he's calling you unprofessional despite you betting on Sean Brady and having an objectively better week than him. That's fucking crazy.
The egos of these people. I'm number one in the world, and I don't even have an ego. Literally number one in the entire universe, and I don't even have an ego. And these people are wrong week in and week out. When I'm sitting number one accuracy, number one profitability, and I don't have an ego about it.
Crazy.
Yet they still continue to criticize. And quite frankly, I think I need to start standing up for myself, because who do these people think they're talking to?
I agree. You're going
to criticize, you're going to put comma, sir.
At least delete the comments like everybody else does when they're wrong. Who do you think wins this fight? Mr. Professional, number one in the world at picking favorites. Are you picking the favorite?
If you're picking the favorites right, that means you know that the dogs. I mean, it's simple math, Angelo. If you're the number one favorite picker, you have to be the number one underdog picker too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be the right favorite picker. There's favorites. Every fight there's a favorite. So I'm just number one in the world at everything. It's very, very clear. If you're number one in the world picking favorites, there's a favorite for every fight. So I'm obviously number one in the world. Artur Minev, he's supposed to be a prospect. He's got heavy hands. If Tommy Gantt comes in and just tries to brawl with this guy because he's got decent hands as well. And he's improving the boxing. Like, he's already got the wrestling. So all he's doing is really working on the boxing. He does have pretty good hands. Like, but if he starts brawling with this guy, it's going to probably turn into a 50-50 fight. Like, Tommy doesn't have the experience to brawl with somebody, and Artur's got heavy hands, and that's kind of what he does. But if he just goes to the wrestling, I saw Artur in like 2023 getting taken down and out grappled. He ended up winning that fight, I think, by submission or whatever. But I saw him getting taken down and out wrestled by a guy that's like 2-5 in his career now. It was a couple years ago and stuff like that. But I don't think you're going to learn D1 type wrestling defense.
It's more than D1. This dude like had won world level tournaments. He's a Pan American world champion.
World level. What was that word?
World level tournaments.
Say that word one more time for me.
It's not tournament. It's tournament. Tournament. Tournament.
Say it all at once. Say it again.
World level tournament. Tournament
one more
is some
time.
redneck
One more
bullshit.
time. Just say the word one more time.
World level tournament.
I'm sorry. All I hear is blah, blah, blah. I'm a dirty tramp.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who'd you pick, Tommy? You picked the favorite, Mr. Number One favorite picker in the world?
It sounds like if I'm picking him, it's probably gonna be right. But yeah, I am picking Tommy.
There we go. And it is tournament. I've had this debate every single I married into Southerners. I live in the South. Everybody says tournament. And I have the same argument with all of them. Spell the word tour. T-O-U-R. Spell tournament. That's the fucking word. It's that simple. You're saying it wrong.
Why are you getting so angry?
That is a word I get attacked on pretty often. Like, people ram it down. It's like, no, I am correct. This is very obvious. And the other one people get mad at me is
duck on your hat. What are you promoting?
It's a bird, and it's Bad Birdie. It's a cool golf brand for people who suck at golf. Me.
It's great. Mine's a new hat. Do you like my hat?
Is it just a smiley face?
I'd say there's a lot of meaning behind a smiley face, Angelo. What makes you happy in life? What would you say makes you the most happiest? Just one thing.
The most happy?
Yeah.
Well,
you can't say family. You'd have to pick one of them.
I can't say kids.
Nope. You got to pick one. If that's what you want to go to, or you could go to the pastrami or whatever it is else, whatever was second.
I can't answer that. I can't pick one kid publicly on stream. That's fucked.
Some people.
All right, let's eliminate family from it. Say what makes you the most happy in life outside of family, because family's too obvious of an answer anyway. And no, it doesn't seem sincere.
What deli sub makes you? I mean, come on.
Oh, okay.
We know where we're going.
That's a very specific question.
We know where we're going. I mean, we can beat around the bush, or you can just dive in and act like your family was going to be ahead of it.
I was going to say building something with my best friend. It was going to be you, but go fuck yourself. We're talking about sandwiches now. Did you know I have a sandwich named after me? I don't know if you're aware. Did you see the sandwich that was named after me in giant letters on a board inside of a physical establishment?
You know, it's funny. It was clearly written, like the board was made, and then it was written after the fact. And
it was added after the fact. That's right. I earned my way onto that board, and he forgot the font size that he used for the first one.
I think it was.
And
I think you're
bigger than every other sandwich.
I think your dad made a phone call. Is what happened.
And
I know how
if
powerful
you
your father is.
go to this deli's website and look at, or if you go to their Yelp reviews, the number one Yelp review is had the Angelo sandwich. That shit was delicious. So yeah, it's a chicken cutlet, roasted red peppers, balsamic glaze, and fresh mutts on a hard roll. Hard roll's a Northeast thing. If you don't know what it is, that's your problem, not mine.
Now ask me.
What's your favorite sandwich, or what makes you happy in life?
Ask me.
What makes you happy in life, Jacob?
Pussy. All right.
You've been sad for a while.
What was that? What'd you say? I didn't even hear you. I really didn't even hear you. I'd love to.
Been a minute since Jacob smiled.
What are you talking about?
Don't smell that hat. Jacob and I both on the Tommy Gantt side of this fight. The world's best favorite picker has picked a favorite. Congratulations. If you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, if the thing that makes you happy in life is watching your favorite sport, well, that's a sign. Ketlen Vieira is officially the pick. If the thing that makes you happy in life is watching your favorite sport and making a couple of bucks while doing it, go to WeWantPicks.com.
What was that? What are you giggling about?
And
there's your boy.
Click become a member at the top. It's only $10 for an entire month. God, I hate the card opening streams. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
Why?
I hate
just sitting here. Ooh.
It's so distracting. $2 super chat from Griffin Picks. Y'all hear the 3 We Want Pick promos I yelled at 328? No.
I heard,
but I wish I did.
Oh, there we go.
You heard him for real? You did not hear him. There's no way.
Rogan was like, what are they talking about? What do they keep yelling? We want picks. What is that? And then he went into it on his phone. He was like, wow, holy shit. This seems like really good value. And DC's like, hold on, let me look at this. He's like, wow, that guy's bigger than me. Look at this guy. Rogan's like, you goddamn right, he is bigger than you.
Well, isn't he only 5'11"? So yeah.
And then Anik went, ha ha ha. Look at this card.
Pantoja. Listen, thank you very much for the super chat. If you have a video, if somebody videoed you doing that, send it to us. Email to us at info@wewantpicks.com. I have a frame in my office. It's like a video digital frame. It's every picture I've ever taken with anybody that's been like, hey, Angelo, love the show. And it's like cool shit that never would have happened if it wasn't for this channel, including like that. People yelling out, we want picks. I just added the dude shouting us out.
I just
Michael Laher
on one of the fights this week. Oh man, which one was it? It was one of the fights I was rewatching for this week, and it's so funny that the Apex cards every once in a while I'll be watching.
Hear yourself
I'll be watching. I'll forget because I forget like what fights I've been to because I've been in Apex like 4 or 5 times now. And I'll watch it. Also, I'll hear hot dogs, and I'll just start dying laughing because I'll be like, "That was me."
That is pretty funny. This is about the Tommy Gantt fight. Elliot says, why does this say cancel on the site? So Elliot's a premium member. Elliot was looking at the official bets, and one of the official bets we have is a Bet Sam parlay. That parlay had Tommy Gantt and some other fighters, and next to Tommy Gant's name, it says canceled. That leg of the parlay is canceled because Bet Sam parlayed Tommy Gantt against his previous opponent when he was fighting Trey Ogden. Trey Ogden dropped, so that part of the parlay is gone. But it was already up, so we're not going to delete it. We're going to leave it the way that it was. But he did adjust the odds. So the odds there reflect every other leg of the parlay. But Tommy Gantt is not in that parlay, certainly not against Minev. It was against his original opponent. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, shoot us an email, and I'll try to answer it a little better for you. Oop. Next up, at UFC Vegas 117, we have Tokkos taking on Ivan Erslan. Tokkos 11-5 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5.
Yeah, the Brit
coming off his first UFC win.
Tuco, the Brit.
Is he not? Taking on Ivan Erslan, 14-6 in his career.
The American.
In his last 5. Looking for his first UFC win. Tokkos. His real name is George. So if you're betting on these fights, you might be looking for a George. He's a grappler at his core. He's expanded his skills. He's added to the arsenal. But he's a grappler. Instead of forcing fights to the ground, he's going to wait for you. He's going to wait for you to commit. He's going to wait for you to overextend. Then he'll lower his level and he'll shoot. He'll charge forward. He's got that Bilal Muhammad style control on top, but he loves pressure. His striking is not good, but he is tough. He'll take some shots in order to get the takedowns. He's got decent cardio, no power whatsoever, but a pretty straightforward game plan. He just submitted Junior Tafa, but he did take a beating along the way to get it to the ground. Taking on Ivan Erslan, a powerful striker. He can end your night with one single punch. He can alternate between technical, low-volume distance striker and a high-paced bully. He's got decent movement. He's relatively light in his feet. He likes to plot forward and then explode with counters. If he has you in trouble, this dude is absolutely unrelenting. The problem is he's essentially KO or bust at this level, and KOs are pretty hard to come by. He just got submitted by Jimmy Croup. To me, pretty easy pick. And I was shocked to see that Tokkos was a plus 165 dog, and I bet on him at a plus 165 dog. I obviously missed the plus 250 odds when he opened, but I bet on him at plus 165. It's continuing to tighten. I thought he would flip to a favorite, but he has not. The reality is the dude could take a beating, and he can get takedowns. Ivan Erslan, yes, could knock out a horse, but also doesn't have good takedown defense. I'm just 1 + 1 = 2 in this situation. One guy cannot defend takedowns. The other guy can get takedowns. I'm going with the dude who gets takedowns. Tokkos is the pick, and I did bet on him at plus 165. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, this is probably going to be like, he's going to look like the best underdog on the card because he's going to get the takedowns. He's going to get the control. You saw Erslan in his last fight looking a little bit lost with Jimmy Crute on him. Like, obviously, Jimmy Crute is a little bit different than Tuco. Tuco is probably more of like the wrestler, but Jimmy Crute's like a jiu-jitsu nerd. Like, he's very, very dangerous on the ground. And we've seen Tuco get the takedowns, but not really threaten a whole bunch of stuff except for, a really tired fucking Tafa in that fight. But if he is able to get the takedown and stuff like that, it's going to look like a good fight. It's going to look like a good underdog, or he's probably going to get smoked because we've seen him get chinned. You mentioned it, even in that Tafa fight, he kind of got cracked, and that type of fight. Ivan, I know that like people say like he can't defend the takedowns, he's got no wrestling and stuff like that. But if you watch that Jimmy Crute fight, it's very clear that he knows what he's doing in the wrestling. He actually reversed the position, and then he kind of got like jiu-jitsu swept and stuff like that. But you could see the flashes of like, okay, at least this guy kind of knows what he's doing, like threw Jimmy Crute off and everything like that. And it was more the jiu-jitsu that got him in trouble, not really the wrestling. So he was taken down by Cutelaba, but he was also getting takedowns of his own against a high-level wrestler. And I think Cutelaba is a better wrestler than a Tokkos. And you saw him try to shoot offensive takedowns as well. So, he's got power. We've seen Tuco get hurt in fights. He's a very hittable guy. He's a guy that he gets hit, and every time he gets hit, he looks at it and he's like, no, you didn't hit me. And it's like, well, you kind of are getting hit. So if those takedowns stop working, if he starts to slow down and stuff like that, I think he's in trouble because Ivan's got better cardio than people think. So it's going to look like the best underdog or the worst, and I think he gets knocked out. I think the takedown defense is better than people think if I'm Ivan. And on the feet, Tuco does get hit, and we've seen him cracked and wobbled, and Ivan fucking throws that, not even like overhand right shit. Like, he throws technical, powerful shit.
I'll wait it out. I don't give a fuck.
We're on the last pack here.
Yeah.
Last pack of the night.
Tokkos is my pick. Jacob picked Ivan Erslan, leaning on the technical striking and the takedown defense. If you need a tiebreaker, we have them. We've got Artem, we've got Betsam, we've got Kunith. We have 5 human cappers. There's 3 of them that could be tiebreakers. 5 human cappers.
The last pack.
Holy shit, you got him.
We got it, baby. Yusuf, he messaged me before and was like, let me know if you get one of my cards. He actually kind of wanted to watch it live, but I said him, we got Markel's, which is his boy, autograph, but there's fucking Yusuf rookie card. There we go.
Was that is a rookie card your UFC debut? Is that who we fought in his UFC debut? Who is that?
I think that's Mike Malott.
It looks like honestly, doesn't it? I literally in my head was like, is that Mike Malott? It looks exactly
You don't
like
remember that fight back in the day?
Yeah. It looks exactly like him.
That's exciting. Last pack luck.
There you go. Go to the website, WeWantPicks.com. We built dude, that's a sick card. We built the literal greatest website.
Mr. I hate openings. All of a sudden blowing his load to a Poeton.
I hate you opening cards while we're doing this. I don't hate the idea of opening cards.
Oh, Dione. I actually thought it was Amanda at first, but
so
Dione. We love Dione.
Last back luck.
That is cool. Hell yeah. Dione rookie. We got the Yusuf. This is a nice pack here, Angie.
Go to the website. We want picks.
Oh, Angelo. It's one of you.
Tall, dark, and handsome. All right. I'll take it.
Humma fights.
All right. Can I move on?
Last card. Ready?
Do
Who do you think it's going to be? If you get it, I'll send you $10,000 right now.
Oh, last card. It's going to be Damon Jackson.
Chat, if somebody gets it right, I will say nice job. Here we go. Last card is...
Dude, Damon Jackson will be an insane pull. I don't even know where that name came from. Mackenzie Dern.
Last pack luck. There she is. About to
a lot of women.
Fuck out of Andrade. Jesus, look at that punch.
Didn't Andrade knock her out? Andrade knocked her out.
Be nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to. This guy said Mackenzie Dern. He called it. You owe him $10,000. He did not comment that after. He definitely did it before.
I said I would tell him nice job. you could have got the money.
Can you do me a favor? I am very curious. This is a phenomenal camera angle, as much as I don't like you opening these fucking cards. Can you take a picture of what the hell this camera situation is and show me on your phone? It's a really cool camera angle.
What do you mean? Like, how's it on my desk?
Yeah, where is it?
It's just
It's like perfect.
It's like on
just take a picture on your phone.
Like across my. Just a boom arm. Like right, see it right here. It's a boom arm. I'll send you a picture.
Thank you so much. I don't know. It's just cool. Anyway. Next up at UFC Vegas 117, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Nikolay Veretennikov taking on Khaos Williams. Nikolay Veretennikov 14-7 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He is coming off that quick knockout win over Niko Price, taking on Khaos Williams. 15-5 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. He's on a 2-1-2 fight skid. Nikolay Veretenikov's a good striker, a very good striker. He's powerful. He's aggressive. He plots forward. He sends everything with that power. He will occasionally set some up low kicks, but for the most part, he comes in, he throws big hooks, and he launches right hands. He is a durable guy. Problem is, he ends up in trouble quite a bit. He has no problem with the dogfight, though, and he can be taken down. He is coming off that finish win over the very finishable Niko Price, taking on Khaos Williams. Always fun to watch this guy. He's never in a boring fight. He walks people down. He throws a ton of power. He's got solid low kicks. He uses those low kicks to take out his opponent's legs and slow them down so he can come up top for a knockout. He's got power. He's durable, and he's always live for his own knockout. He is coming off that bully loss to Andreas Gustafsson, where he absolutely hated the pressure. This is a weird spot, in my opinion. You can see the Tapology crew, 70% of them effectively on Khaos Williams. But those don't really align with the betting odds. The betting odds are basically even. This is a dead even line, but 70% of people have picked the sides. I personally agree with the odds. I think this is basically dead even. And I can understand leaning Khaos Williams. He's the more experienced of the two. He probably has more well-rounded MMA skills. But the reality is these are both primary strikers, and I think one of them is the better striker. Khaos obviously has the one-punch power, might be a little faster, but I think the technique, I think the pressure, I think the versatility in the skill set, as far as striking only is concerned, is going to be on the Veretennikov side. Khaos Williams has no recorded takedowns in the UFC, so I don't think we have to worry about that. So I am straight up going to pick Nikolay Veretennikov here. I think the hands are going to be clean, and as long as he avoids getting taken down, he should win this fight. We haven't seen him lose striking exchanges in the UFC. We've only seen him get taken down. So Nikolay Veretennikov is the pick. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, I think this should be a striking match, and I think Khaos is the better striker with the finishing upside. And that's just kind of how it plays out. Like, I don't rate Nikolay very high at all. Like, he's a gassing kind of fucking loser that was just chasing guillotines for no reason against Puna, came in, smokes a Nico
like 25 times.
Huh?
Puna just kept wrestling him and taking him down. That's not his
because he was chasing guillotines. He was just chasing don't chase the guillotine, chase another guillotine. Don't chase the guillotine, chase the fucking guillotine. It was insane. He smokes a Niko Price, but Niko is who he is. Like, Khaos never been knocked out. Oh my god, you just because you never been knocked out doesn't mean you can't get knocked out. That's true, but he does keep range pretty well, and I don't think Nikolay's going to bring the pressure and pace that that Valentin or whatever was bringing in the last fight. And Khaos still was like trying to get out of like all those positions. Like, Khaos ain't a fucking bitch. Like, you want to get in his face, he's going to hit you with a fucking shit. And I think that's what happens. Nikolay looks dangerous early, but isn't able to land anything. Starts getting lazy with his defense, and Khaos either knocks him out either late first or into the second round or something like that. So I think Khaos is the better striker and isn't going to gas and all this type of stuff. So fuck him.
Well, there you go. Congratulations. There you go. Yeah, I'm on the other side here. I think Veretennikov is the better striker. So Jacob and I are actually pretty far apart on this breakdown. We don't have any DraftKings pricing for this fight yet. It's not even the newest fight on the card. It's not even top 3 newest fights on the card. But for some reason, no pricing yet on DraftKings Fantasy. I imagine it'll be relatively close. But if you do need a tiebreaker, and you're going to need one because Jacob and I are split 7 times on this 13-fight card, more than half of the fights Jacob and I disagree on, and this is one of them. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's $10 every pick, every bet, every tool, everything you'd ever want or need, including the cappers and everything for an entire month. It's $10. You love it. You keep it. You hate it. You cancel. It's unbelievably simple. It's $10. 10. And you know what's not $10? The money I will give you. If you use the affiliate links, I'll send you $50. And that's very simple. That's because they will pay us. If you go to this URL and you use the link, you sign up, you make a deposit, they're going to pay us more than $50. And we're going to slice that money and give you $50. It's very simple. They get a new customer, we get some money, you get some money, and everybody's happy. Go to this URL, use the links, sign up, make a deposit, get yourself $50. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. After that, poke around the website. And I always say after that, and I shouldn't because these are not in chronological order, and in no way whatsoever are they related. You could not be a premium member and get the $50. You could be a premium member and not even try to get the $50. These are not related. But if you do want to poke around on the website, give yourself a leg up on the weekend, check out the website, wewantpicks.com. I keep saying the tools. We have a whole bunch of tools. Data analyzer allows you to manipulate data.
Use our tools.
This fucking guy with his catchphrase.
Trust your reads. This website isn't just a goddamn Patreon or a Discord that you're just going to post a bet and follow this bet. We have that. And we are successful in that. I'm the number one picker in the world. I don't know if you guys know that. YouTube, 150 channels, number one favorite picker in the world. Guess what? There's a favorite in every fight, and I'm number one at doing exactly that in the last 50 events. That's not the last couple weeks, the last 50 fucking events. That's almost the last fucking year. I'm number one. And you can get all that analysis and use the tools and do everything you got to do for only $10 a month. Use our tools and do what, Angelo?
Trust your reads.
Trust your reads.
Yeah, wewantpicks.com. Every pick, every bet, every tool. We literally built the greatest service this space has ever seen. It's not even remotely close. Nobody's doing what we're doing. Nobody offers what we offer.
Mark
Nobody's at our
Johnsky,
price
man.
point.
Did you see that? That's my autograph I got.
Is it one per box or pack? What's the autograph guarantee?
I don't think there is an autograph guarantee. I think there's supposed to be one in the expensive boxes, not the little boxes. But Mark Johnsky.
Oh, so you got one then.
I got two. I got Madero's too.
How fancy. Here's a look at all the tools. We have a whole bunch of shit. It's absolutely incredible what we have built. And here's the 4 fight cards you get for $10. It's absolutely ridiculous. $10. It's the greatest space, the greatest service this space has ever seen. Jacob, are you ready to open some digital cards? You ready to rip
what should
open
I have
the
for
pack?
dinner, you think?
Ooh, I don't know. We had pasta.
You're a walking stereotype.
We also had chicken cutlets, which is also very Italian. But Tiffany made it.
What's your thought
all
on chicken
her.
parmesan? Parmigiano. How do they spell it on the fucking menu?
That's just people. Chicken parm isn't even actually Italian. They don't eat that shit in Italy. But I like chicken parm.
Bullshit, dude.
Here we go.
If it's at Olive Garden, it's in Italy.
I don't, your family. I don't hate chicken parm. I'm just not, there's some people that are like chicken parm people. All right, let's go ahead.
Hey, here I am. Welcome.
There we go. We're on collectibles.com. We're going to open up 2 Home of Fight card packs. These are, if you don't know the way this works, you buy the pack, you don't know what the hell's in the pack, you click the button, there's a big reveal. It might be worth more than what you paid. It might be worth less. I have had luck. It's sponsored. I have had a ton of luck. Jacob's been getting absolutely fucking smoked.
I get rid of all the bad cards so everyone else can get the good stuff. And they just added a $1,500 Chimaev card that you can get too.
There's no way that's going to be in this pack. That'll be in the expensive pack. All right, let's go ahead and click it. Here we go.
I think it's for this pack.
Well, we'll find out right now. Here it comes. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Renat Fakhretdinov.
Okay, that's your boy.
Hey, let me zoom in.
He's not even in the UFC anymore.
He's not, but I did like Renat. One of the greatest saves. I'm gonna click this button. So the way it works, you get your card. If you want to keep it, you can see this is on the website. I have a physical, my Randy Couture card that I got. I have the physical version right here. I have the card. They mailed it to me. If you don't like your card, you're like, this is shit, you can sell it back. And I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to sell it back. I click the button. They're going to put $40 in my account. Boom. Now I have real money. That card's coming back. Come on. Do the buyback thing so I can open up the second one. Boom. Here we go. I just got $40 for that card. Let's click this button, see what we get. Here we go. Here we go.
I think it's a female. I smelled it.
$90 card.
I told you that's the second time I've done that.
No, it's an autograph. I got an autograph.
That's the second time I said I smelled a female and hit that bitch. Yeah, you got an auto. Is that your first auto?
Yeah, I've never got an autograph before. Hell yeah, I'm going to keep this one.
Show your other one because people don't agree that you actually got it.
What do you mean? Oh, physically?
Yeah, get up. Get your fat ass out of the fucking chair and grab it. Jesus.
Here we go. Hold on. It's high up.
I could smell it. I can smell you.
There it is. Just go back to the stream. Like 2 streams ago, I got this card. The Randy Couture card. And I have a Glover card on the way. The one from last stream. So they mailed it to me. You had to pay for shipping, but it was $3. Like it's
they want you to sell it.
They want me to sell it back to them so that somebody else gets it. But I liked this card quite a bit, so I said no, mail it.
No, they want you to sell the Yasmin right now and do more.
No, I'm gonna keep that right now. We'll save that for another stream. I have $160 in my account. During the next breakdown, I'll buy one of the $150. Oh! And I only have this money from selling the cards. We don't get money. Anyway. I'll do it in one of the other breakdowns. Let's go ahead and move on. Opening up the UFC Vegas 117 main card, we have a Timmy Cuamba taking on Bernardo Sopai. Timmy Cuamba 10-3 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He is on that unfortunate, actually the celebratory 2-fight win streak. He is taking on Bernardo Sopai, 12-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He is coming back after a full year away. Timmy Cuamba is a striker. He's got good takedown defense. He's got fast hands. He got decent power, especially for this weight class. Does a really good job working the body, a nice little early investment, and he hopes for a late payoff. He's very technical. He's not gun shy, but I would not categorize him as a killer. He's kind of touch, go, do the right thing. He'll stay busy, but he's not going to come in there and try to rip your head off. He is not really comfortable takedowns. Like he'll shoot some takedowns, but he doesn't look very comfortable while shooting the takedowns or engaging in a wrestling game plan. He is coming off that decision win over Chang Ho Lee, where he was backpacked for the entire first round, but then he hit a rhythm and let his hands go. He's taking on Bernardo Sopai, fast-paced guy, high-energy guy. He's got the power for his size. He's got incredible speed. He's constantly moving forward while staying light on his feet. When he sees his openings, he absolutely explodes in the combinations. He's got solid takedown defense as well. Good hips, gets things going. He is coming off the decision win over Ricky Tercios over a year ago. I think Bernardo Sopai is actually the better fighter here. I think he's cleaner. I think he's a little faster. I think he's a better wrestler. And I think he does a better job stringing things together, like MMA, shooting a takedown, not getting it, moving to the next, letting his hands go, ducking under it, making something else happen. Timmy is solid. I think Sopai is better. I hate the year off. I'm going to pick Bernardo Sopai here, but I think there's better spots on this card than minus 175 on him. Who do you think wins, Jacob?
Yeah, the odds moving makes sense to me, in my opinion. I think it's like plus 160, plus 170 for Timmy. I'm looking at it right now. It's like plus 135. It feels like he probably should be the dog because Bernardo is like a very talented guy. Like I know all about Bernardo Sopai. He was my lock of the week versus Vinicius. It looked incredible. Then all hell broke loose, and that poor kid got knocked fucking stiff because it was short notice, but he had the cardio issues and stuff like that. Started in the second round, he just couldn't quite survive. So the biggest question mark was full camp against a guy that can push a pace. How is he going to do against a Ricky Tercios? And I think you and I would both agree that Ricky's like a wild dude. He can push a pace, but he's not the best fighter in the world. Like he's not
stinks.
Yeah, you kind of think he's kind of not the best fighter, or whatever. And you saw kind of the flash, like he didn't fully whatever, and he was able to do what he needed to do against Ricky. Like didn't find a finish, but I don't want to say lucky because he got the knockdown, but that knockdown in the third round kind of let him kind of settle down a little bit more. But you started to see kind of the flashes, like he hasn't really cleaned up that cardio completely in the second round and even in the third round of that fight. Now he's up against a guy that definitely is a better fighter than Ricky Tercios, who also can start pushing a pace on people. Like that's how he's been winning these fights. It's like that last fight He was surviving that first round, the body triangle the whole time, and then came out and started winning the striking and getting his own grappling going and stuff like that. His hands are very, very underrated. I came in that Roberto Romero fight, and I was like, listen, Timmy's a tough dude, but he gets cracked. Roberto knows how to wrestle. He's got hands and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Timmy just landed a fucking flying knee and stuff. Comes against Chang Ho Lee. The hands look dialed in, but now he's offensive wrestling. This guy that should have been the better wrestler and striker or the better wrestler at least on paper. And I think the same thing kind of happens here. Bernardo does look good in the first round. He's going to be the faster guy, a little bit more pop, maybe mix in the wrestling and stuff like that. But I'd be surprised if Bernardo starts forcing wrestling against Timmy, because he is a good scrambler. He does have good and he's going to make you fucking work. And Bernardo doesn't want to work. Like it sounds weird, but he wants to stay clean in the strike. He wants things to be easy. And I think once the stuff starts getting hard for him, he starts realizing, I can't take this guy down. Now he's in my face with the long, rangy striking. A really filled out, in my opinion, like a 135er who's fought at 145 before and stuff like that. I think the length is going to start bothering Bernardo, and once Timmy starts putting that pace on him, I think this fight is going to turn in a big way. So I like the dog value. I bet Timmy. I got all the respect in the world for the talent of Bernardo, but it feels like it's going to be like a typical Timmy fight. Like he withstands it, and then he starts taking over. And I like Timmy to get it done. I think he's a good dog.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I'm on the Bernardo side. I think he's better pretty much everywhere, but I don't love his layoff, and I agree with the analysis that Timmy's range can be tricky, and he's obviously pretty durable and can just keep going and keep moving, and this could get weird.
Dog, man.
Yeah, they both are. Bernardo's a dog too. Bernardo's not a quitter. We've seen him dog. But again, if you need a freaking tiebreaker, because Jacob and I are not agreeing in more than half these fights, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month. $10. Everything you'd ever want or need. WeWantPicks.com. Couple of super chatterinos. $2 from producer Nico. All Angelo does is poop and make graphics.
Have you ever done them both at the same time?
No, I can't. I actually can only make the graphics. Even when I travel for work, I don't make the graphics there. I can only do them on like a real monitor. I can't do them on my fucking laptop. There's too many, like, look at these graphics. This is like, this screen is easy, but okay, I have to layer on the custom background. Each fighter. Then I have to do the fucking glow. I have to do their names. I have to update the records. I have to update the flags. I have to update all the stats in the middle, including the weight classes.
And you do a great job with the flags.
And then this slide.
Bernardo
look how many.
Sapai, the Peruvian.
Listen, that's from Tapology. Tapology's wrong sometimes. It is what it is. They updated it after the fact.
He's from Sweden. It's not wrong. I'm looking at it right now.
It's wrong. And then all these individual pieces. So like, it's a real pain in the dick to do these graphics. I can't do them on my laptop. I have to use them do it on a monitor. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And then we have $5 from Gleb Bilyakolov. Gleb says, I watch you guys more than Netflix, and if those mofos get my $20, you best believe I'm spending 10 for premium, best in the business.
You know, funny thing is, you could send more.
He just did. He sent 5 more.
Right. But you could, I mean, you can give if you want.
We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a premium member. And I agree. I think we're a better watch than most of the garbage on Netflix. And Netflix is starting to scoop up podcasts now. So write your senator.
What was your favorite racist joke from the Kevin Hart roast?
There was the height jokes were funnier. Here's a height / racist joke from Shane Gillis.
Yeah, don't be racist, please.
It's Shane Gillis's joke. It was
okay,
very
please
funny.
Don't say it.
It's a height joke only. I'm not
Michael Scott was just saying a Chris Rock joke, and he got a little bit of trouble.
Okay, fine. I won't say it. The Cat Williams segment. First of all, I didn't see the whole thing. I've just seen clips. The Cat Williams segment, unbelievable. That guy crushed start to finish. Every word out of his mouth.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not going to say the joke. Or any of his jokes. Every single word out of Cat Williams' mouth was perfect. It was an unbelievable piece. And then did you see any of Shane Gillis' jokes?
He was the MC. Yeah, he's through the whole time, halfway through it. He said a lot of jokes. He hosted it.
The bonsai tree joke was my favorite. That's the one I was going to say. Did you see that one joke?
I'd like to just move on and talk about fights, to be honest with you. I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, you would. You're soft. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I genuinely appreciate you and your support. Brian Brooks says, I heard the first 100 buyers of We Want Sex Bots gets assigned to Angelo Amano. If you don't know what he's talking about, go to WeWantSexBots.com.
It's not a joke, guys. It's not a fucking joke.
Not a joke. WeWantSexBots.com.
We got it done. I mentioned it last Tuesday. Go to it right now on an incognito browser and have some fun.
Everything you could ever want
Blow
to
it
eat
out.
at WeWantSexBots.com. And Pure Park says, Angelo put on a gi. You guys, I hate the gi. I've got like 5 of them, and I hate them all. They're comfortable and they're well made. Thank you, Hayabusa. But I hate gi jiu-jitsu. I hate gi jiu-jitsu. Didn't Tiffany send you that picture when I was wearing the gi on the couch saying I would protect her? She had a stalker at work that the police
Yeah,
had
that
to
was my
escort.
idea for you to do that.
Yeah, and I did it. Did Tiff send you the picture of me doing it?
Yeah, it was like years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't even think I have a picture of that, but it was
I
many
don't think
years
I have
ago.
anymore. I don't.
She
save
just came
pictures of
home.
you to my phone.
My wife had, yes, you do. You have this one of me grab my fucking tits.
Look at you want me to show it off. Fine, I'll
I
post
don't
it.
want
Angelo.
you.
I didn't even. I wasn't even gonna bring it up. But here we go. Angelo can't wait for you guys to see this one. My God.
wife had a stalker at work.
It's the same goddamn shirt.
It's not. It's a different lighter color. These are true classic shirts. I buy them in fucking.
Those are
10.
solid. I mean, those
buy
are
them in-
almost B cups.
I buy them in 10 packs. That whole bit that you screenshot was me being like, dude, this camera angle is fucking bad. This is
What
not
about
what this
this?
looks like.
Huh?
I have diarrhea. Diarrhea. I have diarrhea. Diarrhea.
So
I
if you
did
guys
have
want to
diarrhea.
check out the vlogs that Angelo does. You can see what's going on over there. You think We Want Sex Bots is bad? You should watch a vlog if you've never watched one of those vlogs. That's what's going on over there.
We had chorizo breakfast tacos at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Actually, no, the volleyball game was at 8. At 8:50 in the morning, chorizo breakfast tacos. By 8 o'clock at night, that caught up to me. All right, let's move on. Next up at UFC Vegas 117, we have the literal newest fight on this card. We have Modestas Bukauskas taking on Christian Edwards. Every single stat on this side is blank because this fight was added hours ago. So let's go to this slide. Modestas Bukauskas 19-7 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He did just get knocked out. Taking on Christian Edwards, 8-4 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5, making his unbelievably short notice UFC debut. Modestas Bukauskas, as we all know, a very versatile striker, dangerous on the feet. He's a little bit low volume because he kind of waits and tries to find his spots. He's got a negative striking differential as well. He has a 79% takedown defense, but he's typically a striker only. He's coming off that knockout loss to Nikita Krylov, where he both failed at getting hit in the face and failed at defending takedowns. He's taking on Christian Edwards, an oversized ground and pound grappler. He really only wants to do one thing.
Was that kind of what people called you in high school? Oversized
ground and pound grappler.
Would
What they
Tiffany say
called
you're
me-
a ground and pound grappler?
No, what
You're
they
pulling
call
guard
me
in the bedroom?
is, hey, are you the guy whose name is on the banner?
You
in
throwing
the
your legs
gym?
up in the bedroom, yes or no? Your legs been in the air before?
Never. He's going to entertain the strike.
You never thrown around a triangle, just you're on the bottom and you just like watch this, throw in a triangle, put that gooch right in your face.
I've never been on the bottom. I'm too good of a wrestler to end up on the bottom in a jiu-jitsu match. That's for pussies. He will entertain the striking, but not for long. He's quickly going to close that distance, lower his level, and shoot very real takedowns. And that's what makes him unique. This guy is 6'5", and he shoots real lower his level takedowns. He's not just dragging people to the ground using his size. On top, good control, quickly starts looking for a finish. This should be, it should be a Modestas Bukauskas spot. It should be. He's the overall better fighter. He's got the higher strength of schedule. He's light years ahead in the striking. But if this giant bastard gets on top of him, he's going to have some issues. I'm going to pick Modestas here because I think he's going to have Christian shooting desperate takedowns from a mile away after the first handful of jabs land. But this fight could get weird. We don't have odds yet. It's brand spanking new. I don't know what the hell this is going to be. Modestas might be a minus 1,000 favorite, or it might be razor thin. I don't know. Modestas is going to be the pick, but Christian Edwards just being humongous and shooting takedowns could get weird. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I haven't really looked at this one too in depth. I've never really been a Modestus guy. He can't be chinned, he can't be taken down, but he's got the experience, like you said. So if I have to sit here and make a pick right now, it's going to be on Modestus. But let's look at the odds, and if Christian's up, plus 200, plus whatever, Saturday live stream, we'll probably find some money on him in some capacity. Because like you said, like if he gets on top, he's pretty good there. But 8-4, he's probably not a UFC guy. But Modestus has kind of not been a UFC guy too at times, even though he's in the UFC. But I go Modestus, and we'll see how the week where the win takes us, Angelo.
Well, and I picked Rodolfo Bellato. Rodolfo Bellato was my pick.
I had Bellato as well, Angelo.
Yeah, when he was fighting Modestus, I picked him because I'm like, dude, the striking's better than we thought. He's tough as hell, and he can get takedowns. The problem with Christian Edwards is the striking is not better than we thought. It's not good, but he's huge. He's 6'5". This fight could get very, very weird. Agree with Jacob. Obviously, we have to see what these odds are before we decide if there's even anything to do here at all. But I'm going to pick Modestus just based off of straight up experience, and he's going to be.
What's the line you would bet Modestus at?
Oh,
if he was plus 150 for some reason, you betting him?
I'd bet him at plus 150.
If it's minus 100, are you betting him?
That's probably the top for me.
Minus 125.
Probably not.
Minus 110.
Probably not.
Minus 115.
You just went the other way, dickhead.
Give me $1, Bob.
Yeah, what are you doing? And the only reason is like Vegas doesn't.
I couldn't believe the people on Price is Right that didn't understand how that game worked. You got a $300 bid. You got a $400 bid. You got a $550 bid. And the last person will be like, $385. It's like, no, you just boxed yourself in. You hit $1. Either hit $1 more than the highest one, or just hit them with $1 and just roll with the fucking punches. People are just inserting themselves into the middle of these bids still to this day. I don't get it. How do you not know what's going on?
People are dumb, man.
That's my passion.
That dude before said that you don't take this seriously, and he also was all over Buckley. There's not a world full of smart people.
And they're still sitting here listening because they have to listen to me jibber jabber because I come with the cold hard facts once the breakdown start. I'm the number one picker in the world, Angelo. And you can get it all at WeWantPicks.com for only $10 a month. I'm number one in the world, Angelo. Top flight security of the world, Craig.
WeWantPicks.com. Couple of super chatterinos. $2 from producer Nico. The lock to winning is wrapping Tefillin every day. What? What's Tefillin? Tefillin. Two small black leather boxings complaining parchment scrolls worn by observant Jewish men. What is this comment? Thank you. Is that a dog? Is that your dog? Thank you for the $2 super chat.
Friendly neighborhood.
$9.99 super chat. Jason the G. What's up, my Texan poppies? I'm in Fort Worth. Ooh, very close. For a business trip, I might pull up. Sorry I'm late. I just had the best birria of my life. Yo, did Angelo talk about using a toilet yet? What?
I think Jason's sitting at the hotel bar pulling an Angelo. I've seen the work that you'll never, one of the most impressive things you'll ever see in your life is the work that Angelo can get done at a hotel bar. I sat there in San Antonio. We were there for 20 minutes before we were getting ready to go. I think to the press conference or something. I think in that 20 minutes, you put down 12, 15 drinks.
That's not true. Listen,
it's 12 or 15 because you drink the fucking gin. What do you drink? Gin or something? Some fucking homosexual.
No, I don't drink fucking gin.
What do you drink?
I drink a wide variety of drinks, but gin actually.
When you were drinking at the San Antonio hotel bar,
I don't.
When you're rubbing your leg on the other guy's leg or something, he's like, "Why are you sitting so close to me?" And you're like, "You want some French fries?" And he's like, "Your breath stinks." And then you try to show him what a Kimura was. You don't remember any of that?
I don't remember. It must have been the gin. Listen, Jason, if you're here, obviously the Mexican food's good. Get yourself some barbecue, man. I don't know what the best barbecue is.
Go to Portillo's.
Because I don't live in Fort Worth, so I don't know the best barbecue in Fort Worth. But get barbecue.
Yeah,
the barbecue is different.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's not, I wasn't on my period. I didn't drink vodka cranberry.
That's for
That's
UTIs.
Same
UTIs are very common when you're sexually active, especially for women.
Next up at UFC Vegas 117, we have the co-main event. No, what happened to? Did I miss? Ah, fuck. Where's the Wellmaker fight? Son of a bitch. Did we go back in time? Shit. Hold on. Damn it. Let me add the Wellmaker fight. Talk about something while I add the Wellmaker fight and re-upload this file.
Yeah, so
Son
the guy
of a
that was Angelo was rubbing his
No.
leg and then eventually
Talk about something better.
He had to
Something
press the
real.
charges. It was a whole thing. Angelo kind of had to pay him off in the parking lot. I thought he brought cash, but he was pretty out of breath when he came back inside or whatever. But paid the guy off, so he didn't press charges. But yeah, he just turns into an animal. I mean, the guy is nonstop. He's already touchy-feely as it is, but you get 5-6 drinks and then turn that into 10-12, and this guy's he's putting hands in armpits. He's trying to, show me them toes and stuff like that. He's grabbing random guys. He always leaves the. I mean, it's very almost awkward how anti-women he is when he's drinking. Almost anti-female.
None of this is true. None of it. Not a single.
Just very pro-male. Very pro. Like let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. He's very like
never.
Let's wrestle. I got the big room up there. There's plenty of room to wrestle.
100% serious. Have you ever seen me actually drunk?
You're always I'm like, Angelo, why are you yelling?
I get loud. That's the Italian in me.
Yeah, you get drunk.
Loud.
I've seen you in at least 25 pay-per-views. You in your fucking media room like this.
Falling asleep at 1:00 in the morning watching fights is not drunk. I'm talking about like out of control, falling over, not knowing what I'm saying, throwing up, drunk. You've never seen that ever, and you never will. Nobody ever has, because I ain't get like that, dog. I catch a nice buzz and then I cut myself off. It's very simple. You know what else is simple? This fight. Next up at UFC Vegas 117, we have Malcolm Wellmaker taking on Juan Diaz. Malcolm Wellmaker 10-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off his first career loss, taking on Juan Diaz. 15-1 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5.
Diaz. What is he?
Making his UFC debut. I knew Diaz was coming. Malcolm Wellmaker, we all know, very, very powerful striker. He's got great accuracy, great timing, does a really nice job managing that range, good jab, and he fires away. He's not overly aggressive, but he does fully commit to the counters when he throws. A little bit of grappling, couple takedowns in the mix, even better takedown defense. He is coming off that big upset loss to a short notice Ethan Ewing, who did a really good job just getting in Malcolm's face and backing him up. Taking on a Juan Diaz, a tough, gritty striker who can work in.
Get in their faces, back them up.
I don't talk to strangers.
You do the whole move of like pinning your arm like on somebody's shoulder while you're talking to them against the wall, so they can't fucking. That's your go-to. Oh, go into the bathroom and you put the hand block them on the wall.
I don't talk to strangers.
Let's share us. I heard they got good Sundays. Let's get 2 straws.
I don't eat ice cream.
Second camera, please, real quick, and just back up and say it again. If you don't mind. Switch cameras, please. Back the chair up about 3 feet and then say it again. Switch cameras, please, right now. Switch cameras, if you don't mind. Switch cameras, please. Scoot your chair back about 3 feet and then say, I don't eat, and then say what you said.
I don't eat ice cream. Straight up, because I'm lactose. It gives me, if I mix ice cream into my diet, I'm gonna shit my fucking pants. That's why I don't.
What's gonna happen?
I'll shit my pants.
Diarrhea. I have diarrhea. Diarrhea.
I don't like ice cream. All right, bud. Sure, bud.
Okay. Anyway,
that build without ice cream is even more impressive.
What build? I'm a giant. I'm a big fucking dude. I'm not small.
Go switch cameras, move the chair back, and stand up, and let's see how tall you are. I'm interested to see this.
I'm going to put a lot. Well, how else would you do
Nah, just go ahead. Just do it. Back it up. Let's see.
There's no gauge.
Switch cameras. That's where you brought the camera, Angelo. Let's see it.
There's no gauge.
Back to switch cameras, and we'll know. We know what a normal computer chair looks like.
Okay, it's not a normal chair.
He's real tall. Look at that. He fits in the camera. My God.
Look, this is 6 foot taller than.
Hit that thing a little bit. Pop it up a little bit. Pop that thing. Nah, come on. Throw something real at it. Throw real. Throw like a 3-2-3 or something.
Well, here's a 1, 2, 3, 4. I broke it. All right, we gotta break.
You keep your hands at your chin like a bitch, dude.
You didn't keep yours at your chin. You ended up a bloody fucking mess and lost your fight to me.
Yeah, like a grown ass man.
Yeah, a lot of grown men would lose to me. Anyway, Juan Diaz. No, stop.
Yeah, you stop it too. Shut it down out there. Come on now, shut it down.
Sadie. No. Juan Diaz, gritty striker, works in takedowns, finds submissions. He's athletic. He's clean. He's durable. He's got that Latino fighting spirit. He likes to move forward. He likes to throw a nice jab. He does keep a pace as well. He does not take a step back. That's not something he's ever done. He's not going to knock you out with one punch. He's not going to do anything like that, but he will move forward. He will stay in your face, and he will shoot real double leg takedowns. And on the ground, very good submissions. He definitely starts hunting. What the fuck is he doing? Remember a few months ago, we broke down King Green versus Daniel Zellhuber? And I sat here saying, if you spend money on Daniel Zellhuber in this fight, you're an idiot, because we just watched King Green lose this exact same fight. We watched him lose that fight. And this feels somewhat similar. We just watched Malcolm Wellmaker lose a fight against somebody who is tough and gritty and got in his face. We just watched that happen. So now here we are. I can't really bet on Malcolm Wellmaker here. Now I'm going to pick him to win because we've seen incredible power. Juan Diaz is kind of stepping in, a big giant step up in competition. We haven't seen him prove himself at this level. I don't know if his wrestling is going to be as good as Ethan's. Like, Ethan's wrestling is good because he sets it up with the striking. But Juan Diaz is a tough dude that's going to get in Malcolm's face. But we're going to find out if Malcolm learned from that loss. Like, okay, I need to lock in. I can't just knock everybody out in 2 seconds. Or if it's just more of the same and he's not who we thought he was going to be. I'm going to pick Malcolm here because I think he does have power. I think he does learn from that loss. But there's a 0% chance I bet on this fight at all. I can't. Ethan Ewing is good. We watched him win another fight after that. But Juan Diaz might be like the worst combination of tough striker with wrestling, and it could be a problem for Malcolm here. So I'm going to pick Malcolm. I'm not touching him at more than 2-1 favorite. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, people are definitely putting a little bit too much weight in that Ethan Ewing fight. Like, Juan Diaz is not Ethan Ewing. Malcolm actually looked pretty decent in that fight. Like, he had his own moments. He landed some good shots. Juan Diaz is a good fighter. Like, he's a he knows how to do pretty much everything, but he doesn't have a lot of pop to his shots. And it's shown in fights before he can be a little bit tentative. Even in that fight that he found that knockout, like, he's not a dangerous guy. I know he got the big elbow and stuff like that. If you land an elbow, you land an elbow, but typically he's not a very dangerous guy. But that was a typical, like, back and forth, whatever. And if you watch that fight specifically, as the fight goes on before the elbow, like, it was like a minute or two before the elbow, that guy cracks him with a couple, like, check hooks, because Juan Diaz is very technical, but then he starts getting a little bit more brawling. The hands drop a little bit on the entries, and he likes that kind of long step-in jab that is perfect for those, like, counter hooks and those check hooks that Malcolm Wellmaker throws like fucking missiles and stuff like that. And there was I saw like 2 or 3 where I'm like, oh, if that was Wellmaker's left hook, like, that kid's getting fucking put the fuck out. Like, he left himself so open, dropping that right hand to that fucking just power left that he can just throw in there, or those big stuff. I mean, the power is crazy from Malcolm Wellmaker. And I think we learned more. I think we learned more good stuff than bad stuff about Malcolm Wellmaker. Yeah, he lost the fight, but he showed, okay, he can go 15 minutes. He's not a fucking pussy. He's not a fucking bitch. He realized there was adversity, and he kept moving forward. He kept trying to do things. He kept trying to land the shots. Like, how many times have we seen, like, these bravado prospects come in and knock everybody out, and then boom, They hit adversity and they're like, oh, fuck, like what the hell's going on here? He was still working through the fight. He was still trying to work himself back in the fight, landing big shots. And he showed that he's got it in his fucking chest, that even when adversity strikes, and he was eating some, I mean, he ate some shots. I don't know how the fuck, this guy's got a fucking great, I don't want to jinx it, but like a clean head kick and didn't even fucking phase him. So he's going to have the speed advantage. He's going to have the power. I imagine that was a nice little wake-up call for him, but I don't think he should be too overwhelmed with that one either. Like, Ethan's a very, we've learned now, is a very, very good fighter, and he held his own in that fight. He did enough that, you know, Juan Diaz isn't a crazy dangerous guy, even though people think he is, and I just don't think he's going to have the volume deal to win. I think he's susceptible of getting knocked out. So I think it's a nice bounce back spot for Malcolm Wellmaker, especially because, you know, 15-1 guy, people probably think he's better than he is, Juan Diaz. So if he smokes him, they're going to be like, oh, shit, Wellmaker's fine. So.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Juan Diaz hasn't fought anybody UFC level yet, so we don't quite know how good he is or
Before
is not.
you bet on a Juan Diaz, watch that Contender Series fight. Watch specifically the amount of times he got caught with a hook. I'm telling you, if you watch that, you're going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I get it. I'm picking Wellmaker as well. Minus 220. I'm just a little, let me see a little more, because it's like, oh, okay, he knocked out fucking Chris Motino. Great. Who else did he knock out?
Yeah, but it's the Cameron Saman.
Yeah.
But it's like the way he's doing. It's not just like it's
no,
like
they're dead. Like they're out.
Yeah, it's like I mean, and those are fucking like he fucking like that Chris Motino, like a little step in right hand was like fucking like a gunshot. It was like holy shit, that was fast.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you. Listen, again, I'm picking Malcolm. I agree with you. He showed some dog in the loss to Ethan. He didn't give up on himself in that fight. And somebody commented here, Angelo, you don't get it. He put on 6 pounds of muscle for this fight. His issue in the last fight wasn't that he was weak. His issue was the counter hook wasn't working. And
remember, that was short notice for him too. Like I know he was supposed to be on that card, but like the change of opponent, you don't really know. Like he was like, I didn't know who the guy was. Like I just kind of went in there and started fighting. There was no game plan. There was no, and he still did all right.
Yeah, listen, I get it, but that whole 6 pound thing's a little like adding muscle isn't always a good thing. What if he's a little slower now, and that hook's coming from it's not quite getting there with the same surprise speed that.
He's got a fresh fade too. He looks good with that fresh fade. Good looking kid, man.
Who, Malcolm or Juan Diaz?
Good, both good looking kids, but Malcolm fucking, he's a great looking kid.
Jacob and I are on the same side of this fight, and we do have bets. So if you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, wewantpicks.com. Click to become a member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month's worth of access. We have $3.49 New Zealand. Ange doesn't eat ice cream. He eats cream pies. Listen, I'm not a big dessert guy. The only desserts I like, I love apple pie.
You won't lick up a cream pie?
No. I love apple pie, and but it's got to be full covered top, not the lattice bullshit.
I bet.
And I'll eat a cheesecake. Cheesecake's not
Cheesecake's the fucking worst, dude.
You gotta
God, man, I'll die on that fucking hill.
Nah,
the consistency of a cheesecake. The only thing, the second worst is fucking tiramisu.
I hate tiramisu. I like
cheesecake
coffee,
and fucking
flavor.
tiramisu. Cheesecake's fucking. It's like paste. You're eating fucking glue. I don't know. I hate consistency.
No, I like cheesecake. You put the little cherry shit on top. Love it. Listen, I'll eat. I don't love dessert, but I will eat a carrot cake. I love a carrot cake. A good carrot cake. I'll eat carrot cake.
I just love
cannoli
birthday cake. Like I could eat a whole birthday cake. I love birthday cake.
It's gotta be room temperature though. People who put that shit in the fridge and then take it out, no thank you. That fucks up.
Yeah, I don't like ice cream cake is bad too. Nobody likes ice cream cake.
No, it's fudgy the whale. That shit sucks. I agree. I like a good, if you're gonna make a cannoli, but you're gonna make it right there, you're gonna fill the cannoli right there. I'll eat that. But if it's already filled,
the very first time I had a cannoli, the very first time I had it, and I was like, "What the hell is this thing?" And they're like, "You gotta eat it." And I was like, "Holy shit!" And it's never been the same since. Every time I've had a cannoli since, I'm like, "Oh, it's fucking terrible." The one time I went to Boston, I had a fucking cannoli on the harbor. I had a fucking fresh cannoli on the harbor at this nice restaurant. It was fucking amazing.
Oh,
like a big one too, like one of those fucking.
This dude, gooey butter cake, dude.
Look at your eyes light up. You're glowing.
because I've never had that before. And then I had a work meeting and we went out to dinner and we ate at Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse, and they have this fucking shit. And it was like, oh my God. It was unbelievable. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what's in it. I don't know how it's made. I assume
Sounds
butter.
like there's a lot of butter. Probably. I can't imagine why it tastes good for you, Angelo.
Dude, it's
called a gooey butter cake, and Angelo's like, wow, this is great. I wonder what was in it. Yeah, it's fucking butter. That's what you love.
Good. So, but I generally don't love.
I love cinnamon rolls more than anything in the world. I could eat endless.
I'll eat a cinnamon roll. That's not dessert. That's breakfast.
Cinnamon rolls are fucking. I could eat it.
That's a breakfast.
I die. I would kill multiple families and possibly thousands of people for the rights of cinnamon rolls all the time. It's serious.
It's a breakfast food. I agree. They're good. I dig that 3-4. I did this already. You fucking asshole. $5 super chat from Brandon Lawson. What up, guys? Thanks for the awesome shows and the beat best tools. Appreciate the hard work and great content. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. We appreciate you. Go Bears. We appreciate you.
And he didn't mention it, and I think people should start mentioning it when they donate, if you guys don't mind, is thank you, Jacob, for being number one in the world, because I'm number one in the world. So
thank you very much for the super chat.
Show some
Genuinely
fucking
appreciate
respect, guys.
it. $1.99 from MMA Brody. Agreed. Cheesecake is ass. MMA Brody has never had the cherry sauce on top of a cheesecake. Go fuck yourself. Thank you for the $1.99. Big Mikey B, $1.99. Fudgy the Whale was Angelo's nickname in pre-K.
Pre-K's wild, dude. The kids that are fat in pre-K, you know they don't have a chance.
I didn't get fat till like a year ago. Okay, that's my game, my way. Dude, I've always been big. I wrestled at 215, and then they would drop me down to 189 if it was like a really good kid on the other team that they needed me to wrestle because our 189.
Didn't you get married in a place that was you were supposed to come up on an elevator, but they're worried about the maximum capacity on the elevator to the stage, so you had to walk up the stairs in the back? And everyone's like waiting for the stage to come up, and then you're like, surprise! And he came out the back stairs.
Breathe it out.
And the DJ,
I had to stop.
And the DJ was like about to put on a banger, and you're like, no, slow dance.
Hold on.
Father-daughter dance, please. Father-daughter dance. Not me. I can't do it.
Thank you for the super chat, Pops. $1.99 for MMA Brody. Thank you, Jacob.
You're welcome, bro.
But
it should be thank you, Jacob, for being number one in the world.
There's a whole, you forgot a very important piece. How are the other people supposed to know what you're thanking them for? Next up, at UFC Vegas 117, we have the co-main event of the evening. We have Doo Ho Choi taking on Daniel Santos. Doo Ho Choi, the Korean Superboy, 16-4 in his career, 2-2-1 in his last 5 on a 2-fight win streak, taking on Daniel Santos, 13-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 on a 4-fight win streak. Korean Superboy is a very exciting fighter. He has 5 fight of the night bonuses and only 9 UFC fights. Style-wise, powerful striker, okay takedown defense, does a really good job throwing straight punches, staying active without getting wild. He's very talented, but he does have a pretty spotty record. Since serving his mandatory military service, though, he has rattled off a handful of quality wins.
I think that should be a thing everywhere.
Mandatory military service?
A lot less piece of shit in this world if they had to serve 2 years.
Did they actually do something?
When they're 18, yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it when you're young because you can't leave your family.
I think Korea, you can do it. Like, you just have to do it at some point.
Yeah, and then anybody who delayed it, and started a family is like, fuck. I just have to go do this now. I don't know how long they have to do it for, but
it's 2 years.
But it's 2 full years gone?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Well, I'm not gone, but you have to be, you're part of the active military for 2 years. Imagine you going through that shit. Get off the scale.
Now, honestly, it'd be
you fucking at any point you couldn't fucking cut that shit.
Dude, that is not true. I competed in hundreds of jiu-jitsu tournaments in peak shape. Hundreds. Thousands.
You think you could defend this country?
Peak shape.
Push comes to shove. You're a dual citizen, let's remember. You think you would have the nuts to defend this country? You'd be out of here.
With my family right now, my number one priority is keeping them safe at home. If I had to go, I would go, but I'm not volunteering at fucking 41 years old with a family. That's not.
You're not volunteering to defend this country, the country that you love, Angelo?
I'll donate.
I'm ready at any time.
Would you go? Go ahead.
I'm ready to go at any time. Whoever wants it, I'm fucking
You
ready.
can sign up. You can still sign up. Go be a
I'm
reserve.
ready. I wish I could.
Why can't you?
I got this neat thing that,
yeah.
like, if I could be out there,
I thought so.
my brothers in the uniform, the military members that watch these streams, thank you for everything you've done to defend this country. And damn it, I want to be out there. I do. I want to be out there front lines with you guys.
Yeah.
Defending this goddamn country. But I got this fucking.
You did it when you were 16, right? That counts.
You hear it clicking?
I do. That is. Oh, that's creaking and cracking. That is so loud. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
geez.
So I can't. Technically, I can't, but I wish I could.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that stinks.
But I did train our troops, and I think that's what we need to remember.
I gotta break this fight down. Okay, yeah. Congratulations on you. We appreciate your service. Congratulations. Listen, here's the thing. He's taking on Daniel Santos, a shooter box guy, and he fights like a shooter box guy. He moves forward. He's got tight hands. When he hits the pocket, he is going to explode. He throws power. He throws speed. He does not have a very good chin, but like a lot of other people at the gym, he drops and he pops right back up and keeps going. The record on his side is a little bit better than Doo Ho Choi's. Not quite as spotty, but he hasn't fought that same level of competition. He's got that old school jiu-jitsu, which at times can work against him because he's playing the guard game instead of just trying to scramble and get the hell out of there. He is coming off that win over Jusang Yu in a fight that he was losing, and then he landed big. And a lot of people are going to overlook that fact, and they're just going to see the green dot and forget Daniel Santos was not winning that fight. But what is nice about that is he carries power late. He doesn't get completely in his own head and quit on himself. This fight has Fight of the Night written all over it. He's the Korean Superboy for a reason. They're both unrelenting dogs. They're both strike. They'll both scramble. They'll both move forward. They both have a finishing upside. I'm a bit torn because the Korean Superboy looked the best he has ever looked in his last fight. But that was against a 100-year-old Nate Landwehr. Wiley Cat took his beating in his last fight.
Wiley Cat? Is that what you've been calling him?
Is it Willie Cat?
Yeah, it's Willie Cat. Wiley Cat.
Why is it not Wiley?
He's the Wiley Coyote, baby.
Yeah, Wiley. Yeah. What's a Willie?
No, it's Willie Cat. What's a Willie?
Penis? A cat's penis? That's a weird nickname. Wiley Cat can take his beating, still pressure forward, and find his spots. So I'm going to pick Daniel Santos because in an era where the only thing the judges give a shit about is trying to find a finish, Daniel Santos will try to find a finish. I don't know why this line is absolutely taking off. It continues to get wider and wider every day. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Doo Ho Choi is good. He's creative. He's dangerous, but Daniel Santos is going to be the pick. What do you think, Jacob? I'm going to go pee-pee.
Yeah, I've gone back and forth. Who's going to go drain his Willie Cat? I've gone back and forth on this fight. I broke this down. I really wanted to nail this fight. I live for matchups like this because it is such a fucking close fight. Both these guys are tough as fucking hell. They're going to come in. They're going to swing in the pocket, interior boxing. They both got wrestling. They both got grappling at this point. Doo Ho Choi has been showing that off a lot more in his comeback. His boxing looks precise, all this type of stuff. If you're picking Willie Cat, I get it. Okay? I get it. If you're picking Choi and you're betting Choi, I get it. I can see both sides of this. But what I have to do as a man, as the number one picker in the world, is I got to see. I can't pick and choose the fights that I want to pick. I'm locked into every fight on every card. There's going to be some people that try and like get around that stuff in the rankings. Not me. I'm here every fucking fight. And for the last 50 events, I'm number fucking one in YouTube in the world. Okay? And I sit here and I make these picks. And I struggle with these at times. Obviously, don't struggle with them a lot. I'm number one in the world. But I watched a lot of these fights. And I will say this. Doo Ho Choi is the better fighter. He's the more technical fighter. He's the more technical wrestler. Willie Cat is a technical guy. He's got good interior boxing. And if you brawl with him, he's going to give himself a chance to land the big shots. He's got offensive wrestling, offensive grappling. But against Doo Ho Choi, I don't know if that's going to work a whole lot. But he does get hit, and he does get hit early. And Doo Ho Choi early has such precise power now. It's crazy how good this guy's got in boxing. Like just a nice, stiff fucking jab that Willie Cat might walk into. And he can interior box. These guys that Daniel Santos has been fighting haven't really been able to interior box for the Huzzies.
She's just all over me right now.
For the Huzzies? You doing that for the Huzzies?
As soon as I opened the door, she sprinted in here.
So here's what I'll say. I'm going to go Duho Choi. I think he's the better fighter, but I will say I kind of worry about his gas tank. I know that he was looking fine against Bill Algeo and was able to find that win against Nate Landwehr too. He had him in the crucifix and all that stuff, and he got the late finish. But if you look at that, in the second round, like all that wrestling, all that grappling, there was at one point he like stood up and just started walking away from Nate, and Nate like kind of chased him down with his hands down. You saw in the start of that third round, he had an opportunity to kind of lay some shots on Nate, and he kind of backed off. I think he was trying to pace himself, and he was lucky to kind of like, there was a weird like grappling exchange, and he was able to end up on top and then get into that crucifix position. But Daniel Santos, Willie Cat's not a guy that's going to slow down. Like he's going to fucking like, he's going to keep being in the pocket at what he is at this point. Obviously, there was a Castaneda fight and stuff like that, but I think it's going to be Duho Choi early. It's going to be Willie Cat late. That second round could be where something happens. Like these guys are, now they figured each other out. Now they're throwing heavy. Maybe a second round either way, but I think Duho Choi is the better fighter. He's going to find power early. And if Willie Cat weathers the storm and starts mixing in the grappling and stuff like that, he does. It is what it is, but I think the value here is in the Duho Choi, and I played an outside chance of, I told you last week about King Green and the submissions. This one's a lot wilder, but you're getting double the odds on it. Duho Choi by submission. It's very clear he's been showing off the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu. He almost subbed Bill Algeo a couple times. He almost subbed Nate Landwehr. He will go after subs, and it's plus 1,800. And this guy is hunting subs actively in his last two fights. Willie Cat, if he's getting hurt and shooting bad takedowns, Duho Choi's got a nice fucking guillotine. You saw Willie Cat almost get caught up against Sexy Mexi with the guillotine. It's an outside plus 1,800, but I think it's worth a stab because he's hunting submissions in fights. And if Willie Cat's getting hurt and shooting takedowns, there's that neck. So I'm going to do Choi, long story short.
That was a long story long.
Long story short.
No, that was a long story long. That was the longest possible.
Angelo, when you're number one in the world, the people need to hear what you're thinking. The people need to hear the full breakdowns. They're on the edge of their seat right now listening to the number one picker in the entire world.
I mean, that took forever.
Yeah.
I
got a lot to say because I do my research. I sit there, I watch so much film on these guys. You know what else? Duho Choi, watch the calf kick. If he starts landing the calf kick,
you can't still be talking about this fight.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of fucking intel on this one. I'll talk about it Saturday as well. If he starts landing the calf kick early on Willie Cat, and you have bets on Willie Cat, I would panic. Because Willie Cat stays heavy on that front leg. He likes the pressure. Anything else?
I hope not. My God, that 18 minutes.
I have a passion. Sorry for being fucking passionate about the sport that I love, Angelo. That's how you become number one in the world. You think Kobe Bryant was shooting 10 shots in the gym? You think he was shooting 50, 100, 1,000? No. 10, 100 million thousands of shots every night before he went to bed. That's me with the tape. 10, 100 million hours watched in film. Black Mamba.
All right, let's hope you have better travel plans. Guys, Jacob and I are split here again. 7 fights on this card. We are split down the middle. And if you didn't listen to that,
I wonder who people would side with. Number one in the world or Fat Ange? Number one in the buffet.
First of all, number one in the buffet.
How many food records do you have at what restaurants? Enlighten us.
I just have one, and it's at the Danbury, Connecticut Chili's, and I ate the most amount of fajitas. It was all you could eat fajitas. So I'm the Danbury, Connecticut Chili's fajita eating champion. And at this point, I'm forgetting how many it was, but it was like 13 plates of fajitas. It was quite impressive. My buddy came with me. He's like, yeah, let's do it. And at like plate 7, he's like, yeah, dude, I don't give a fuck anymore. Can we leave? I was like, no, we cannot. That's the only one I have. The only official record. I did put in some work at Babe's Chicken in Frisco, though. I put in work.
I think you're regular at first pitch.
What's first pitch?
Is it first pitch? I think it's first pitch. Fast pitch. What is it? Fast pitch?
You talk about the one where their tits are out?
It's lingerie.
I've actually never been there.
Okay.
But the only reason I know it exists is because
I go there 3 times a week. Where's your co-host?
yeah.
He's usually in here late Saturdays.
You're just sitting at the bar thinking they don't work off tips. No, she likes me for me. Go to the
They do love
website.
me for me. I'm very personable.
Yeah, if you're a non-threat, of course they like you for you. A couple of things. This guy said, Ange, no way he washes his hands. Who the fuck washes their hands after peeing?
I talk about that every time I come back from the
Fucking
bathroom on my live streams. You're like, you don't wash your hands. I said, I don't touch. We've had this discussion too. I don't touch my dick when I pee. I don't touch it. I drop the pants. It just it hangs towards the water. I pee and I put it back in.
Even if you touch it, it's your own house. Nobody washes their hands at home if you're peeing. That's an outrageous thing to pretend to be better than other people at. And then he said, be nice to that St. Bernard. She's not a St. Bernard. She's a Bernese Mountain Dog. Doodle. Next up, at UFC Vegas 117, we have the main event of the evening. We have Arnold Allen taking on Milk Costa. Arnold Allen, 20-4 in his career, 2-3 in his last 5. Coming off the decision loss to Jean Silva, taking on Milk Costa, 26-7 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5 on a 6-fight win streak. Arnold Allen, as we all know by now, a good striker. He's very busy, loves coming forward. He's got that big upright stance, and that helps protect him from outside range. But when he comes lunging in with solid power, he can land very clean. He's got good footwork, good hand speed. He mixes in takedowns really well and has a few sneaky submissions. His takedown defense has evolved over the years. It sits solidly at 71%. And he did just lose to Jean Silva, who decided he was a wrestler in that fight. Taking on Milk Costa, well-rounded guy, creative striking. What?
People calling you piss hands. Oh, piss hands, Ange. Oh, piss hands, Ange.
How would I pee on my hands? Anyway, Milk Costa's takedown defense is not great. His offensive takedowns are just okay, but his scrambles are absolutely incredible. You'll see him work for takedowns pretty often, but he doesn't need to because the striking is usually pretty good. He's got the solid technique and the fast hands. His striking, he strings together combinations. He'll end it with some spinning attacks for no reason whatsoever. Like in his last fight, where he had a spinning back kick to the head to knock out Dan Ige. Milk Costa is very good. He's streaking right now. But Milk Costa is not Max Holloway. He's not Movsar Evloev. He's not Jean Silva. And I think Arnold Allen is just the cleaner, faster, better striker here. I think he's going to be a leap ahead. Milk Costa, obviously a slick grappler, but I'm not worried about the takedowns or the BJJ because Arnold Allen has incredible defense, great scrambles, and he's not getting subbed anytime soon. So I am going to pick Arnold Allen here. And it looks like the line slightly moved, right? Minus 150 to minus 155. In reality, it was much higher than that. It was like minus 170, and then it came back down. So it is tightening. Public sentiment seems to be moving towards the Milk Costa side. He's very good. He can find wins anywhere. But I think Arnold Allen is just the straight-up better fighter. So Arnold Allen's going to be the pick. What do you think, Jacoby?
Yeah, you guys, I might be wrong on this one, but I'm willing to put myself out there a little bit. I know everyone loves Milk Costa, and everyone's taking Milk Costa by KO. You know, look what he's been doing, all this type of stuff. I love Milk Costa, okay? I love Milk Costa. I've been a fucking Arnold Allen hater. Like, in his last fight for Jean Silva, I sat here and I told you guys exactly how that fight was going to play. I was like, listen, Arnold Allen's a tough guy. He brings in pressure, but he is a one-trick pony. He is a southpaw boxer, and that's pretty much all he does. He'll throw that power kick from his left side and stuff like that, but he really just wants to just box you. Pressure box you, southpaw, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. He's good at it. It is what it is, okay? But in this fight, that is very important. That is más importante. That is muy importante to this fight because Milk Costa is a southpaw striker. He wants to throw those big kicks to the orthodox split stance. He loves the fucking split stance. Just like I said, Jean Silva was going to love, he could fight southpaw and do the split stance, whatever. Milk Costa isn't going to fight orthodox to do a split stance against Arnold. He's going to fight southpaw. And when you're fighting another southpaw fighter, those kicks are gone. They're gone. Yeah, you can throw a calf kick and stuff, but the big power kick open stance to keep the right hand busy of an orthodox boxer and an orthodox striker, that shit's gone. It's gone. And now it becomes a boxing match between two people with their front legs, together. And now all of a sudden, Arnold Allen isn't fighting an orthodox boxer. or a split stance, whatever, he can start landing the jab normally, like a regular boxer. He can start landing the left hand. He can turn Mel Costa into just a boxer. Mel Costa, yeah, he can box. Yeah, he can grapple and wrestle and stuff like that. But it's the kicks that set everything up. And just like I said about JDM, I was like, when you take away that left hand jab that he likes to throw, he's really got nothing left. Like, and that's exactly what happened. Like, he had to fight southpaw, and he doesn't have the same jab. You take away that power kick and a lot of those kicks that Mel can throw with that left hand against split stance fighters, you put him against a southpaw fighter. The last southpaw fighter he fought was Steve Garcia. Doesn't really matter because that was a lot of grappling. There wasn't a whole lot of striking and stuff like that. But in the pre-fight interview before that fight, he said, yeah, this will be, there was some quote from Melk being like, yeah, this is different. I'm not used to fighting other southpaws. And he hasn't fought another southpaw until right now. And now he's got one of the best southpaw boxers in the fucking division. A guy that has shown incredible toughness, that will bring pressure. And I love Mel Costa. And if he pulls it off, fantastic. I would be very, very impressed. But this is a much different fight than the people he's been fighting. I think Arnold Allen kind of stays on him, is able to start landing the jab. Turn this guy into a boxer. And over 5 rounds, we've already seen Mel Costa slow down in 3-round fights before. Over 5 rounds, Arnold, I think, starts eating this guy up. So I love Melk. I'll probably be rooting for Melk and stuff like that. But as a pick, when I sit here, number 1 in the world, I got to look at this strategically. And I'm seeing a southpaw kicker versus another southpaw boxer. Those kicks are gone. This turns into a boxing match. Arnold Allen's a better boxer. So, you know, this is putting my bias aside again on this one, but I'm taking Arnold Allen as well.
Yeah, listen, I was surprised to see how much of the public loved Mel Costa here, and I guess I get it from a Mel Costa's a good fighter standpoint for sure, but I was just surprised to see how quickly people bailed on Arnold Allen. Look who he's lost to. Mosvar's fighting for a title next. Max Holloway, all-time great. Like
that, he doesn't have to do anything to take away the best tool from Mel Costa, except for just show up. Like, he doesn't have to defend the takedowns. He doesn't have to. Yeah. That back power kick is basically gone versus another southpaw. Like, it's not the same thing. You can throw, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. You don't throw. It's not as active. It's not, and that's just all of a sudden just gone. And people say, like, well, Melk's got grappling and stuff like that. I don't think if he submits him, he submits him. He's just going to wear himself out. We've seen him wear himself out.
Dude, he turned Jean Silva into a grappler. Now, obviously, part of that was Jean's game plan, but Jean had the wherewithal to be like, I'm not going to love this guy's striking, so let me grapple first. He turned him into a grappler.
And John's kind of a kicker, too. Like, he wants to throw a lot of kicks, and Melk's probably the better kicker of the two, and he was trying to switch stances and play that game and stuff like that, but he took the easiest path to victory. It's going to be different with Arnold Allen, I think.
Yeah, it is an important matchup.
Allen is not Steve Garcia, big power difference. Steve, as I said, if you watch, it doesn't matter. Steve Garcia, they were wrestling each other for 2 rounds. Had nothing to do with anything. I'm just saying, it was just a fun stat.
This is an important fight for the division, though, because Arnold Allen, a perennial, top 10, top 15 guy. Mel Costa on this 6-fight win streak. Like, this is a very important fight for this division. If Mel Costa wins this fight, that's a 7-fight win streak, and they could run back, depending on what happens with Steve Garcia, they could run that fight back to determine potentially a next title challenger. Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
We were talking about Youssef or whatever, but I told him, you better fucking pay attention to this fight because I think the loser fights Youssef. The time he matches up, well, the winner is probably going to be one away from the title fight. Youssef's coming off a loss. Usually they match those people up.
I forgot. Jesus, I forgot he just lost to Aljo. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because the time's up. They just fought recently, so they could. I think he fights the loser of this one. So I said, you better get southpaw ready, buddy.
Yeah, I mean that would make some sense. Or if Melk loses and Steve Garcia loses, they might run that back. So there's a lot of options going on. This weight class is extremely busy as of late. This fight matters very, very much. If you do want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool we have, not just for this fight, but this entire fight card and the next 3 fight cards, all 4 fight cards, every pick, every bet, every tool, $10, wewantpicks.com. I'm going to hit a couple of super chats and then we're going to open up. I bought that $150 pack. So let me hit these super chats. I'll show you that $150 home of fight pack. $1.99 super chat from Legit MMA. Jamal Hill, 2027 champ. Yeah, that dude's a disaster. He's going to be cut.
He's the worst champ of all time.
He might actually be like he beat a 400-year-old Glover in the performance of a lifetime and hasn't looked good since. Not one time has he looked good. Not once.
Striking, most overrated power ever.
It is crazy. Thank you for the super chat. And 65 Swedish Krones, first time catching a live, best channel on YouTube by far. Jacob with a K. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Genuinely, we think we're the best channel. We think we're the best people on this on this platform. So
well, I am number one statistically.
I think I'm number one.
Lie, Angelo.
I think I'm number one chemistry wise. I could have chemistry with anybody.
What's that supposed to mean?
You don't. But I can bring it out of you
on the show, and I'm the one making people every time we have fighters on, I'm making them laugh and stuff while you're being like, "So you ready for your next fight? Is it going to be hard?"
That's not me. I hate it.
I'm sitting here making everyone giggle and have a good time, cracking jokes.
You are the giggler. Laugh. You are the giggler. Here we go. Are you ready for? Where is it? Here we go. $150 Homa fight. Actually, before I do that,
you said Homa fight.
If it's a shit card, I'm canceling immediately. So don't forget to subscribe. It costs you literally nothing to just click a button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. Don't forget to send something for the vlog. A letter, a recipe. I've been cooking them. The meatloaf last week was fantastic. The address is We Want Picks, P.O. Box 406, Prosper, Texas 75078. And if you're not a premium member, become one. It's freaking $10. A, great way to support the boys. B, it is the greatest service this space has ever seen, objectively. Period.
And number one in the world.
Nobody's ever done it better. Jacob's number one in the world. We have the best tools in space. Nobody even has freaking tools, and we have the best ones. WeWantPicks.com. Here we go. All right. Let's go ahead. Share
I'm not
screen.
spelling a female.
All right, here we go.
I think it's going to be an Asian.
This is the elite pack.
What's your guess? If you had to guess like a region, American, Brazilian, Russian. I'm going Asian.
I'm going American. I think I'm going to get an American here.
You're so racist. I think we're going to get an Asian, maybe
Asians, yeah, but statistically speaking, that's a cop-out answer. This is why you're the best at picking favorites. It's all cop-out bullshit. He just picks favorites blindly. Oh, what region has the most amount of people? That's the one I'll choose. What a joke.
Not the most amount of fighters. It's Americans and Brazilians.
Not the most amount of fighters?
No, they're like,
you know, Russia's Asia?
Yeah, I know, but it's Brazilian and Americans that are 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah, there's no Russians. There's no Indians.
You're so stupid.
Anshul Jubilee. That doesn't count.
Whoa.
India's Asian.
Whoa.
Here we go. You ready? We're clicking it. $150 pack. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. I'm shutting this shit down fucking immediately. If this
don't do it. Don't do it. Let's talk about it this time. $150 pack.
A $423 card. A $423 card. It is an autographed Cody Garbrandt card. What's in the square? Is that a piece of the canvas?
We're happy for you, buddy.
Boy, you really do have shit luck. I just pulled a $423 card, autographed piece of the canvas. Guys, do I sell this or have this mailed to me? I have to have this mailed to me. A $423 piece of the canvas card autographed by
so happy for you. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, dude. You have shit luck, dude. I've done 3 cards on this stream. I had 2 autographs and a $423 card. Yo, boy, you really do have shit. What'd you do that you have such shit karma? Hell yeah. Big Ange with the carms. Sadie, you saw that? Big girl. All right. I think we're going to keep. I don't think I'm going to sit on this. I'll decide. I'm not going to decide right now for sell. Everybody's saying sell, but you guys are
I got a Mark Chonsky.
Oh shit, look at me. Riding high. I've gotten over $500 worth of cards on this stream. I think this is my new career.
Man. That's great. I'm so happy for you.
A $6.99 super chat package hits the P.O. box this Friday. Get it ASAP because things can melt. Thanks for being. What did you mail? Because it's alive and it might die. Thanks for being number one, Sally. See you Saturday.
I appreciate you, Big Maple. Genuinely.
It's probably
I will keep an eye-
Cracklins. Are
I'll
you a big
keep
Cracklins
I
guy?
fucking love Cracklins. Hell yeah. Dude, that's where you can be like, back up, look at them.
My
Definitely. a
dad
big
worked at a
Cracklins.
slaughterhouse when he was in high school. He
That
said he loved fresh
explains your
Cracklins.
personality for sure.
He did. He worked at a slaughterhouse.
That's what a weird upbringing. Did you eat like pig's feet and shit growing up? Was it a cow?
When he was like
slaughterhouse?
a kid. What are you talking about? Like when he was in high school and stuff. Not when as an adult. The guy who's a
Oh. All right. Well,
what the fuck.
I'm gonna go
My dad ran
decide
the
what
streets as an adult. That's how I
I'm
grew
gonna
up.
I'm gonna decide. Hold on, let me screenshot
Running the streets
this.
with my father.
Let me screenshot
Gang,
this
gang.
mother bitch. Look at
I'm
this.
Millie Rock on any block.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm gonna I screenshotted that. I could pin that to my profile. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna sell that. Let's look at my repacks here. Here's my packs. Look what Ange did. Shipping one. I have the Glover
Don't
one
click
on
that.
the way.
Oh my god. Don't.
It doesn't have my address. You
Well, I
fucking
mean, just in
idiot.
case, you never know. That could be at the end of the world. It's a very dangerous game to play.
I
You play
got this
very dangerous
autograph.
games.
I got this autograph today. I'm going to add this to my collection so all the people can see. I got this autograph today. I'm going to add this to my collection so all the people can see. I have this card on my counter. I have the Bo Nickel just sitting here waiting because if he wins the White House, I imagine that's worth more. And then I have the Glover card that's going to get mailed to me. Nice.
Cool, man. I'm on.
Any last words for the people before I shut this bitch down?
No, I appreciate all the support on the channel. Seriously, guys, all the support on the streams. We had almost 2,000 people. The stream Saturday was a lot of fun. People were saying it was one of the best streams of all time, and I agree, it was one of the best ones. But we're gonna outdo ourselves Saturday. I mean, there's no doubt about that. We're gonna play. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna bring some big money into the Saturday live stream. So if you haven't watched those streams, the people in the chat will tell you we have a lot of fun. We make a lot of money doing that stuff. I bet every single fight. So check them out if you haven't already. There's almost 2,000 people that sit there every Saturday with me for 7 fucking hours, which is still crazy to think. I mean, I used to be doing that for 5, 10 people or whatever just a couple of years ago. So now we got almost 2,000.
Josh just did it for 5 people.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be a lot more than that soon. So. I appreciate all the support on the streams and the videos and the channel and the premium members, and it's been a good year, but it's gonna get way better for everybody for sure. So we're on our way, and
all right, thanks guys for being here. Genuinely appreciate it. I'll decide if we sell that pack or we let it ride. What we do. I don't know how much better it gets than that. Selling it seems crazy, but thanks for being here. Genuinely appreciate it. Next weekend, do me one last favor, people. Comment if next weekend you want me to break down UFC Macau or the White House card early. See ya. Oop, end stream. See ya.